Wacky. Tejano norteño, we talk to them all. Su servidor, el Bomb, Bomba Gómez, su compa Eddie, el producer. And now it's time for Bomba's Wacky Wednesday.
Here's this week's Wacky Wednesday Classic.
Morena, morena de 15 años, morena, morena, déjame ver tus ojos una semana y tu boquita todo el mes.
And that was a Wacky Wednesday Classic. Remember that one?
¿Qué tal, amigos? Saludos, amigo Jesse Lupocino, and keep watching my good friend Bumper on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday.
¡Hey! Traté de olvidarte. ¿Listo? Let's go, man. Let's do this. Un shadow game. Hey, this is to ¿Es agua? ¿Cuántos años llevan ustedes?
Agua bendita. 26.
Pues yo no los cuento.
Hey, here's to signos sólidos.
Salud. Salud. Vámonos.
Hija. Let's go.
Vámonos. Hay chingazos.
Yo soy muy buen amigo de Tito, Don Julio.
Sí, señor.
No, nomás Tito.
No, Don Julio.
Y patrón.
Traté de olvidarte y no te pude sacar de mi mente. Me corté hasta las venas, era más fuerte por dentro el dolor. Quise escapar de esta vida, porque vivir sin tu amor no es vivir. Me está sangrando la herida que me dejaste al partir. Traté de olvidarte, pero estás tan dentro de mí que para sacarte tendría que morir. Traté de olvidarte, no sé qué camino seguir. Me voy por vencido, siempre regreso hacia ti. No puedo olvidarte, no puedo olvidarte. Dime lo que quieras, pues de cualquier manera no daré un paso atrás, no voy a descansar. Y no es suficiente herir constantemente a este corazón que solo quiere amarte. Solo quiere que lo quieras. Si es pecado, voy a ser un pecador. las alas de tu amor quiero volar. Hasta la cima del cielo. Aunque me cueste la vida. Hasta la cima del cielo. Voy a robar de tu vida ese amor. Oh,
Wacky Wednesday.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Unfiltered, the real deal. No pre-planning, no chingaderas. Straight up from the Ville.
Wacky Wednesday.
B-Town's very own.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Here's your host, Bumper Gomez.
Oh, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday on a Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, we're taking it way back tonight. We're going to call it Frito Pie Friday tonight. ¿Cómo ves? I used to do that. I used to do a little episode called Frito Pie Friday. So welcome to Frito Pie Friday tonight. This special episode of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, of course, on a Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're wondering, Bumper, the game is tomorrow. I know, ladies and gentlemen, but we're ready. We're already ready. We're ready for them to come into this city and get a taste of their own medicine right here in the big city, in the beautiful city of San Antonio. So with that being said, what happened today, I went to the mailbox. I pulled out, I had a package in the big, where they drop off the packages, I had a package, and it was from Greg Popovich. So Greg Popovich has given me the full uniform, the top and the bottom, and I will be suiting out tomorrow at the game. So if you guys see me on the sideline, mind your business. If I go in, really, Eddie? You putting some laughter on that shit, dog? So I might go in. So if you guys see me tomorrow, hey, you could say I know that guy, right? So be on the lookout tomorrow. No, but man, we're ready, man. We're ready for the Spurs. We're ready to not a miracle, because it's not a miracle, bro. These guys have won chingos of games in a row. This is no different. Yeah. We'll see if we can do it, man. But welcome. We appreciate you guys joining us on this Friday. Again, the show is absolutely free. All we ask for you guys to do is like, subscribe, and share. Whether you're watching on Facebook, whether you're watching on YouTube, just come on, hang out, have a good time. You know, when my guest is here, you never know what's going to happen. It's always a good time. And you know what's great? If you go back and check out all the old interviews with Turner, he always tells stories on here that you never heard somewhere else. You know what I mean? So it's always really, really cool. So hope you guys are doing great. And again, yes, it is Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest this evening, he's become a great, great friend, un hermano that all of us right here at Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, all the way from Santa Rosa, Texas, my good friend, Mr. Jesse Turner.
Muchísimas gracias. Thank you. On this,
Damn it, boy.
Saludos a todos. Muy contentos de nuevamente estar aquí. Saludando a toda la racita del Wacky Wednesday. It's always a pleasure to say hello. It's always an honor to come by and say hello to everybody. And also, it's also amazing how you keep growing every year, brother. So felicidades and all of your accomplishments as far as helping bands get their music out there. And as far as your show as well, felicidades. If nobody tells you, congratulations, man. You're doing an amazing job. Keep it up.
Thank you, Jess. I really appreciate it coming from somebody like you in the industry. It means a lot to me and Eddie. And of course, you know, big round of applause for my producer of the show, Mr. Eddie Hernandez, who makes us look great, sound great, all of it put together. That's our guy right there, Mr. Eddie Hernandez. So, Jesse, welcome to Bumper's Wacky Wednesday on a Friday, bro. First of all, I want to throw out there whose idea it was to do the show on a Friday, not on a Wednesday. How did we?
Mine, because you should tell people what you wanted. Why?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys this is what happened.
Why don't you tell people? Why don't you tell people what you wanted to do?
I called his manager and I said, "Hey, so this is the truth." I called Yvette and I said, "Yvette, Wednesday is the game because hold on." And I wouldn't.
You did not say that.
Hold on.
No,
I would have done that. I would have, but I thought that it was every other day was a game. So I said, "Oh no, the game will be on Tuesday." Well, when they moved to New York, it pushes back a day, so it made that second game in New York was going to land on a Wednesday. God. So I said, "Hey, do you want it?" And she's like, "We're good." So then I don't think Jesse talked to her because then Jesse calls me. He's like, "Hey, bro,
Bump, please, you're a Marine,
bro. That's you call." So he calls me and he says, "Bump, you know the game's Wednesday." I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "What do you want to do?" I'm like,
"No." This is what Yvette told me. Yvette told me that she told you the game was on Wednesday. You said he said it doesn't matter, that he still wants to do it. And I'm like, does he think I'm not going to go out on a different date or something? Or is he that booked? Is he that bad? Does he have every Wednesday booked that he can't make room for me? I said, does he not know that we are going against the Spurs?
You're right. He's somewhat right. Well, anyway, we didn't do the show on Wednesday because
I had to call Bumper and tell him, hey, are you serious? You want to have the show on Wednesday? Don't you want to move it? I think we'll be all right. We can start at 6:30. I'm like, what? I'm like,
I did say that. I said, we'll start early and we'll finish. And we'll still have plenty of time for the game.
No, man.
So Jess, with that being said, you a San Antonio Spurs fan?
Yeah, that's the only team I actually support. I actually have jerseys of the Spurs. I'm not a big basketball fan because I'm not really into basketball. Well, I take that back. I love seeing NBA players like, for example, I grew up with Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. Like I got to see the magic of Michael Jordan. Like, man, I got to see some of the greatest basketball players of our time. LeBron. I'm sorry, not LeBron. It's the Kobe Bryant, Shaq. Man, I got to see some amazing basketball players. I was a fan of the basketball players, not so much of the teams. But once San Antonio started winning, I'm around the environment because in the Valley, everybody's a Spurs fan, and if people came from Houston, they're Rocket fans. But in basketball, it's not such a big deal. I feel like. I'm just saying from the Valley's perspective, right? I feel like they can support anybody that comes from Texas. Like if the Rockets go, we'll all be cheering. If the Spurs go, we'll all be cheering. If the Mavericks go, we'll all be cheering. Like we just want somebody from Texas to represent. So ahorita pues cállate. I have a couple of jerseys. The other day I put it on for I was showing Yvette and Ray, and I take out my jersey and I put it on and I'm walking in my living room. She's like, awesome. She goes, who's I have a jersey signed by Hill, number 3. I'm like, yeah. I go, he probably won a championship. and then we looked him up, and he's like, they wanted. He goes, actually, they said Ray. Actually, they signed him the year after they won the championship. And when he left, they won another one. Who was that? A Hill?
Drew is probably Drew. Is Drew Hill? I don't know. I know there's a Hill. That I remember them
Garrett Hill?
having
I don't
Hill.
know.
Somebody said Akeem Olajuwon from Houston. Yeah, I remember that guy.
Oh yeah, I grew up with all those guys, by the way. So
different times, bro. And you're right. You're speaking on sports. You're absolutely right. I don't think and then the other thing is, for the younger generation, you don't think that we didn't have phones, we didn't have internet, we didn't have. So the only time that we could get basketball is whatever was shown on primetime on ABC, CBS, or NBC, right? Which is always the Lakers, the Celtics, right? Teams like that. It was never another only if you lived in San Antonio could you get the San Antonio team. So
that's right. Me río because I hear the
dog?
I hear the dogs barking, and I'm like, yeah, we're live from Military Drive. Donde pasa toda la pitadera. Ahí mero, ahí estamos ahorita.
No, we're live.
No, bueno, I'm just kidding.
Oh shit! Loud is here. He never look. And he's like, you can't come in. You can't come in. No, but
No, wait. So what was it? I was about to tell you something, but I will say
George Hill. We got a guy. D-Wop baller.
George Hill.
George Hill.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah.
I have his jersey and it's signed, but he didn't win a championship.
That's
Wait.
right.
So, anyways, man.
The dog's throwing you off.
No, it's not. My heart. No, my heart was broken on Wednesday. I was so happy at halftime. I was really like, you know what? And I'm one of those guys that does this. I'm like, they're winning. First of all, I don't like to watch it. I'm like, I just ask or I look on.
Real quick, the score on ESPN and put it back.
Yes, and put it. I'm like, leave them alone. No les eches la mala sal. I don't know how many people do that. But I'm one of those guys. I'm like, we're winning. I turn it off. And first quarter, second quarter, and I'm like, second quarter, I'm like, we're up by 28 points. I'm like, yeah, you know. And then I just I would just look on my phone. I wasn't watching. I was watching it on my phone, and then I just look on my phone again, and I'm like, 28, and then it went to 19. I'm like, oh no, I definitely not. I gotta put this down.
I don't want to look at it again.
And then the next thing you knew was 10,
7.
yeah, and then we're like 1. We're down by 1 point, and then we're up by 1 point, and then there was a few seconds left, and then let's be honest, you could tell the level of how young the Spurs are because I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. Like all they had to do was hold on to the ball for those last 10 seconds, and they could have fouled them, and we could have scored probably another two.
Yeah,
points.
I mean, it's a hard thing to say. You know, like I
It
know.
is?
It is because you know when you've played sports in school, and I don't care. It doesn't have to be basketball. It could be anything.
It could be anything.
Like when you got the adrenaline going, and you know, I could see. I like it's like I wrote. I could see him grabbing the ball and be like, "Oh, he's not going to beat me to the basket," and I'm going to haul that to the basket. We'll be up by 3. You know. But I think the adrenaline and all that, and then once he thought he had him beat, and he did.
Wait a second, but the veteran would have thought, all I got to do is hold on to the ball for 10 seconds, let them come foul me. I'm going to score anyways, kill the clock, and we would have won. But
and he's our veteran.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Que la fregada.
He's one of our older guys.
¿Qué onda con estos rucos?
I know, bro. But for me, I think the saddest part of the night was I was watching the game with my son, my 11-year-old son, and you know he was just I'd watch the game and I was kind of just my peripheral watching him, and as a score, like you were saying, just it was going down, going down, and you could just see his facial expression changing, and then when they made that last tip in.
It's like he saw a ghost.
Yeah, he looked at me. He's like, "Dad, like,
what happened?
Did we just lose?" I'm like, "Yeah, we just lost." But
I think it was even more painful when they said on the commentating, "Oh my God, in NBA history, there's never been a comeback like this." I'm like, it just.
Hey, Jesse, you can be a commentator, dog.
Yeah, I mean, come on, bro. I mean. Yeah, don't we already know this from like the Dallas Cowboys or wait a second or the Texans last year? Like, don't we? God, here in Texas, sometimes we just get so disappointed with their teams, and I just mean in general. Last year, I mean, we had it made. The Texans had it made. All they had to do was beat one team. We had the number 1 defense, and Stroud just threw that ball like we beat ourselves. So I mean. Trust me.
So you're saying the Cowboy fans really didn't hurt too much because they're used to this.
Oh no, they've been hurting for like over 30 years.
30 years, yeah. 1996.
Yeah, desde ese tiempo no han dejado de tan como Selena. Ay ay ay, cómo me duele.
No, it's true, man. Nah, but and then the next day, I work in a big like a big corporate environment, so I was walking around, bro, and it was like. Everybody looked like their dog had died, bro. Yeah. Everybody was hurt, man.
I'll tell you what, man. I mean, I don't. What's the word they use? I'm sorry. I sometimes forget my vocabulary. Is it condone? Is it no
condolences?
No. Like when you don't
condone.
What does that mean?
Condone, like you don't you're not with what they're saying.
What's the word?
Condone.
Okay, I don't condone violence. But if you come into San Antonio tomorrow with the Knicks jersey, vale más que se cuiden en la calle. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Jesse's gonna be out, bro. He's gonna be
Hey,
out and
man.
about. So you
Hey,
say
those-
you're gonna be on military tomorrow?
I'm gonna be out there. If you're wearing a Knicks jersey, I'm gonna be with the bat out there for all the poor people over there in New York that got their butts kicked, man. I thought that was.
Oh yeah, that was.
They thought,
that was
they thought it
crazy,
was. I mean, you know what's crazier is watching the commentators, like Cam Newton, the football
Yeah,
player.
yeah.
He's like, "Oh man, but I don't like it, but man, that was awesome to see." I'm like, Shh, "Come on, bro, like get some class, man. We don't. I mean,
That
people
happens in the Tejano world too.
don't- really?
Yeah, like if I were a, I don't know,
That's good.
if I were a Texas Latino shirt to a Signal concert,
Nah, betas loco.
neta, you get to, like, hey, bro, do you know
no.
who's that?
No, I'd be like, "Hey, that's an awesome shirt, bro." That's it. We're not. It's because it's not sports, bro. It's music. Music brings people together, man.
You see how Jesse is, bro? He's good. He's good on his feet, Eddie. He's good on his
It's
feet,
because
bro.
yeah. I mean, I've seen people bring in Tocable caps and shirts, and I'm like, that's my favorite band, you know, or like that's one of my top favorite bands, or Duelo. If you notice, I think that maybe in the beginning when we started, there was like a little bit of competition. It was like us, Duelo, Intocable. It's not so much competition. It's just no. I'm sorry. I take that back. We all wanted to be like Intocable, and all of us down here were just fighting to like have be as worthy as they were. Pero after a while, it's like there is no competition. You realize that we're all in this together. That we share the same stage sometimes, and it's not about who plays better or who's better. It's about let's put on a show for everyone together and let's let the people go home happy. That's how my mentality has been like for the last couple of years. And not that I was different, not that I was thinking different in the past. It's just that more lately, I think I've been a little bit more mature in the sense of like, man, if in the country world they come together, if in the pop world and the R&B
Right.
and if all these artists can come together, why can't we? Right? Because we've always had that conversation of is Tejano dead or alive? That's not up for me to tell you. But back in the days, everybody was against each other. All the Tejanos, all of them. Okay, who's gonna open up? I don't want to open up for them. It was
This is my side of the stage. Stay on your side of the stage. All that stuff.
okay, I'll put up my own stage. Okay, and there's consequences to that. You help each other out, like in the bachata world. You'll see Prince Royce with
Romeo Santos.
You'll see Kanye West with Jay-Z. Digo, a lo mejor andan peleando ya después, ¿verdad? But to make a show, Justin Timberlake and Jay-Z, like all these things. And that's why you see collaborations today like the one we just did with Solido. They're such good friends of ours. And I tell them, like, because of you guys, you guys were one of my inspirations. I never thought that I'd be playing together with Solido. I never even thought I'd be recording Hasta la Cima del Cielo. But it happened. I never thought I'd be doing a collaboration of my old songs of Traté de Olvidarte with the song Hasta la Cima del Cielo. Never thought I'd be doing that. Never thought the band that I was in, what was it? I was in 8th grade, 9th grade when I was in my art class and I was hearing Es que tú no sabes amar, no sabes querer como te quiero yo. I said, man, that's my favorite band of the time, of the moment. Me estoy enamorando de ti otra vez. That album, man, just did something to me. And I would listen to it. They would allow us to listen to music in art class. And that album, De Norte al Sur, was just like, man, that's my favorite. This is my favorite band of all time. I never thought, looking back today, that I'd be able to have like 2 collaborations with them, Ya Te Vi, and I never thought I'd be singing songs like Traté de Olvidarte, Estúpida, with my friend Johnny Ariola from Los Palominos. I mean, he's gone on to go do his own thing, right? But what I mean is, like, I never thought I'd do something with Los Palominos. I was 14 years old, and when Elida Reina had her last show, I think she posted a picture. I was like just 14 years old, and I was just a fan. I became a fan because it was always, I believe it was La Mafia, Los Palominos, and then Elida was opening up. and I would get there super early because I didn't want to miss Los Palominos. So in being there, I saw Elida for the first time, became an instant fan. And I have a picture of her when I was 14. And I never imagined that that picture would go on one day on her final farewell show. And I'd be looking back and I'd be like, wow, like this
I was
is
there, man. I seen it.
yeah. I thought, man, this is it's been, my life has been incredible. And a mí no me hace falta absolutamente nada. Like I think I'm so grateful for my life and for all the things that have happened, the good and the bad. Like without all the bad things, how would I know what good is? You know, without being sad, how would I know what happiness is? You know, without being down, how would I know what up is? Like it's just a balance in life that we all need. And yeah, we all have that. We all will struggle sometimes, but we've also been given the tools to also get up and fight for what you believe in. When I wrote my very first songs, I never thought about fame. I never thought I'd be anywhere. I never thought I'd be singing with all these friends of mine. I mean, I've been invited on stage, you name it, with like La Tropa F, with Emilio. I got to say hello to him. We got to talk. I got to tell him thank you before he passed. I'm talking about Jimmy Gonzalez. He'd sit in his truck and we'd be out there telling each other jokes till like 4 or 5 a.m. See who had the better joke, you know. I never thought he'd invite me on stage. I never thought I'd be, you know, friends with like Joe Lopez, like that he would tell me, come and sing the Laura song or Todo Me Gusta. I never thought he would tell me, you come and sing it. I never thought.
Jesse, so it sounds like more like you're a lot like us. You're a fan first.
Oh yeah.
And you know, a lot of interviews that I've seen, you know, and over the years, you know, where I've seen you talk for quite a bit, you always talk about like showing up early, like
always
watching your favorite drummer or your favorite, what do you call it, and you were just off to the side. And you know what's crazy, ladies and gentlemen, is that if you follow this guy on social media, he freaking still does that. The dude will show up unannounced. You know, he's not gonna tell, hey, he shows up unannounced. And you'll see him. He'll post a picture like, "Hey, dude, I'm here. I'm watching Los Palominos, whatever." And you know, there you are on the side taking pictures.
It's because you know what? I sometimes think that they forget. And I mean that with all, como dice Michael Jackson, with love.
With what, Jess?
With love. As a matter of fact, Eddie, can you? This headphone is like a fist that's just jamming into my ears. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. That was another Michael Jackson quote, by the way.
Oh my God, bro.
I think I say this with love. I think that they forget that I'm their fan. Each and every single artist that's out there, I'm your fan. I am also your friend, and I am also a product, and I am also part of your creation. You're the reason I exist today. Don't ever forget that. Every single artist that's out there, especially the older Tejano ones, like the Tejano and people like Intocable, Pesado, Invasores, all these bands, each and every single one of them did something to me as a kid, as a teenager. You moved me. And I can tell you the top 5 bands that really got me going. The first two won't count because a lot of people don't know who they are. You won't know one of them. But ahí te van. Los Alegres de Harlingen, which were my son's grandparents and the Christian band Los Alegres de Harlingen, Los Tremendos Galileos, another Christian band, Paulino Bernal, which was the only thing that we can listen to back in the day, and that's it. Those 3 are from from the Christian world. Now, growing up, Jaime de Anda and Los Chamacos was right there with Albert Zamora y Grupo Talento. I mean, it was like, wow. Like, did you see what he did with the accordion? And they would always play live on the Johnny Canales show. So I would say like, wow, like, man, I didn't know you can do that. But I was paying attention to the drummer. But I would still freak out with Jaime. I was like, man, that guy, him and Juan P. Moreno are like the
magic,
top,
bro.
like magic, bro.
Yeah.
It was like, wow, like this is amazing, right? And then Jaime de Anda was the main one. Then listening to Ramon Ayala y Sus Bravos del Norte was like it wasn't a show. It was more about un un rinconcito en el cielo. Like all those songs that I grew up. Da, 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 all those. Cuando apenas era un jovencito. Why? Because they were being pumped so much on TV and so much on radio. They were being so promoted that it's the only thing that was around. The other one, one of the first ones that I remember, my sister Yolanda gave me my first cassette, like my new cassette, right? Because every other cassette was either used or somebody
recorded.
or it was my sister's.
Yeah.
She gave me the "Estás tocando fuego" from La Mafia, and I'm like, wow! I'm like, oh my god! And it was like the greatest gift ever, right? A cassette de La Mafia.
Yeah.
And I played it, and I played that sucker till, like, ahí estaba con el lápiz dándole vuelta, dándole vuelta, rewinding it, because it would sometimes get stuck in the recorder. And that was 3. Boy, did Los Palominos really do something for me as a teenager. I would cry listening to the songs. I remember you want to hear a true story? It's a true story, bro. I remember I was at my friend Joseph Scott. He goes, hey. And he had beat me to it. He goes, Los Palominos came out with the new song. And I just looked at him like, yeah, I already heard it. He goes, oh, you did? He goes, how does it go? And I'm like,
Got him.
yeah, he got me. No, but let me tell you why I was mad. I was so mad with Los Palominos. I'm like, because all I heard was this, clank, clank, tenía un corazón de cristal, se lo fui quebrando de tanto llorar. I'm like, are those keyboards? No, I don't know how, because they had put keyboards. Because all the other albums they had done just
Escordión.
yeah. And then I'm like, no, hombre, I don't want to listen to this. But then, hombre, cállate. Regresa, amor, oye mi voz, todos lloramos en esta vida por el cariño de una mujer. Aposté a ganar. I mean, you name it, like every single song on that album, I'm like, okay, I like keyboards now. So I never wanted to play the keyboards, but I always wanted to play. I always imagined myself, if I was going to play one style of music, was going to be that. That's 4. And probably the 5th band, if I had to name a 5th band, who would it be? It's because right off the top, those are the ones that really pop out at me. Everybody else comes in after that. And when I mean everybody was important. La Sombra, La Fiebre, you name it, Ram Herrera, Emilio, Mas, La Tropa F. I mean, I was literally the first one at their shows. It didn't matter. Anytime like anybody came down, Fama, La Diferencia, all these artists, they're all a part of my success, and they're all part of.
I was about to say, so it's safe to say, like, all these people
Yeah.
molded Jesse Turner
They all-
and created Signal
Yeah.
in some sort of way. You've
Yeah.
taken a little bit from everybody
Yeah.
and kind of created. And, going back to when you guys started, Jess, that's,
Oh, I forgot. I remember which one the 5th one was.
what was it?
Probably the most important one. I mean, these they're all important. They all mark a certain chapter of my life in different times, in different ages. But when Intocable came in, it was like, what is this? This is not. This is a new type of Tejano. And what did the Tejano say? The Tejano said, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
And I'm like, you should really welcome it in, because you should really welcome
No, they
it.
dogged them.
Well, some people did it,
They
but
a lot of the radio stations shunned him when Renee was here. He talked. He's like, we didn't know where to fit in, and we just said, screw it. We're just gonna make music.
Yeah,
You
and-
call it whatever you want.
and I mean, and once you went to go see Intocable, I can speak for every musician. We would all just sit there like this. Wow, like what is Rene doing? Or what the hell did Ricky just do? Or what did Johnny Lee Rosas, or what did Felix just do? Even, what's that, an animador? And my compadre check on the percussion, like, it was just like, wow, I didn't know you could do that with music. They just really gave it they gave it what we have today. What most of us, that different. It's like we're all Tejano, because when Signo goes to Monterrey, we go to Puebla, I get announced as El Grupo Tejano Sensación del Momento, like, or El Grupo Tejano. Or they'll start off by saying, oye, tú que eres Tejano. They say things like that. And I'm just like, because I was also like not really welcomed into the Tejano music world. I wasn't. We struggled a little bit in the beginning. Us, Intenso, um,
Sólido.
Solido, a lot of
Iman.
Iman, a lot of these bands, and some of them made it and some didn't.
I think because y'all started with y'all ended with a O. Sólido, duelo, intenso.
Yeah, I mean, I don't,
Signo,
I don't know, I don't know what it was, bro. But we it was a little challenge. Like this is why when we recorded the very first album called Amor y Dolor, we had to all wear black pants, and we all went to Sears and bought a blue shirt with buttons, and then I was wearing a hat, and I'm like, God, I hate wearing a hat, and there I am, like. And they're like, look.
So
and
you,
then-
you
and
didn't
then-
grow
and
up.
then-
You didn't grow up kicker. You didn't grow up
Hell
cowboy.
no, bro. No, hombre, cállate. No, que por sí que no tenía nalga. Parecía que alguien me había... I'm like, if you're gonna wear...
Puro tabla. It was a
Sí,
tabla in
vato,
the
like,
back.
I would look at, I'm not that I was looking, right? But a estos vatos sí le quedan los jeans. I mean, tienen con qué. Yo, no, vato, parecía que me habían tableado. So it was just not for me, especially when I wore the hat. When I wore the hat, I just didn't look right. I don't know, man. I just like if I were to see myself right now and I look at me wearing a cowboy hat, I'd be like, I don't like that guy. No me cae bien ese vato.
Hey, bro, but that's. I mean,
Ahora,
that's where I fell in love with Signal, bro. Was those
Yeah.
you know the times of the and I
No,
get. I think that was
and-
just a style, bro. I think everybody.
Well, what I was trying to tell you is we had to dress like that in order to be considered like, let me see, because everything mattered. The program directors were special back in the day, and you know what I mean by that. I can name a few, but I say it with love, like AC Cruz. Like he would look at little stuff like that. Let me see the cover. Is it good? I mean, maybe. Let me hear what you got. You know, AC Cruz, but he supported it. You know, Johnny O. Man, there's so many. I think some of them are not even with us anymore. And it was either make or break. You know, you. But if we got in, we were safe. Second album, again, we wore sacos because we were trying to follow Intocable, and that's when we got nominated for the American Grammy. And going back, and you bring up that second cover, and I'm like, oh my God, what are we wearing? I'm like, but I guess, you know.
Hey, just so none of the original Signal, none of them were kickers. None of them were like cowboy, like grew up rancho style. Like
No, it was kind of like, this is how you have to dress in order to get in and to be accepted. And I'm like, well, I'm fine with it, but I just don't like the way I look. And I noticed that when we would dress, I mean, everybody was doing it. So why were we going to try to go against it? And it wasn't going to work. You know, it's just, I don't know, man. I'm going to tell you, I say this again, I say this with a lot of love and with a lot of respect. Like a lot of people, I remember a lot of people back in the day, they didn't give a lot of love to los frijoles románticos because of the way they would dress. I mean, they loved the music. But whenever they would walk in to do like a TV show, or I remember people telling me they were dressed like if they were going to the beach. Like if, I mean, and shorts and so sometimes to me it's like, but that's who they are. And I wouldn't change anything. But does that help? I mean, we'll never know, you know? I mean, you don't, for me, I had to do whatever they told me. And I was going to do whatever it took to get to where we were at. And I started, and I remember Pero Háblame, and we would be recorded on this. They would rate you on BDS, on how many spins you were getting played on BDS. And we hit number one. And we hit number one again. And then 9/11 happened. And after 9/11 happened, it's like our record label went bankrupt, I believe. And Cerca Music from Monterrey said, well, we'll take you on. And we went to the studio over there, and I'm like, well, I'm going to be the one recording the drums. And they're like, no, your drummer's going to record. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, so he recorded the drums. And I said, well,
you were used to doing all that by yourself?
I was used to it by the third album. I was ready for it. So that wasn't me. The third album, of course, if you look it up now, we re-recorded everything. It sounds completely different. But in that moment, the Caminando album was the original green one with the Matrix. That was recorded by different studio musicians, and it wasn't even Signal, you know? And I was just like,
Do a lot of bands do that, Jess?
a lot of bands, I still do that today. What are you talking about?
No, that's what I'm. And again, I ask these questions because for the public, like you know, sometimes over the years, I mean, I know that they do, right? I just ask it, you know, as a public question. But sometimes it's like I hear the CD, not the CD anymore, but I hear it on, you know,
The album.
on the album, right? Digital music, and then I go and hear it live, and it's like, no, hold up, dog, like it doesn't sound nothing. Like, you know, I mean, you could just tell it just doesn't match. It doesn't match up.
There's a difference. Like, for example, there's studio musicians that can mold to whatever you ask them to mold into. Like in Signal's albums, I haven't always recorded the accordion. And I've sometimes challenged myself by bringing in people like Zach Castillo from, he lives in Corpus Christi. An amazing accordion player, like master level accordion player. And I told him, hey,
He played with Solido for a little bit?
Yeah, he was with Solido. I told him, hey, if he did something that was too much, I would tell him, hey, like, yo, I can't do that at all.
So don't do that.
Don't do it. Play a little bit more simple. He was okay. But he's so easy to work with.
Yeah.
Another one that recently I worked with was Lalo Morales. You just had him.
Lalo, yeah.
Lalo's an amazing, all-rounded, all-talented musician. That's just for me, for accordion. Like if I need help, I will ask for it. I'm gonna like, for example, I'm gonna tell you, like on the bass, we have a brand new album. It's called Su Legado 1938, Her Legacy 1938. On the new album, sometimes things happen out of love and out of respect and out of just really honestly wanting to make genuine good music. 6 of the songs were recorded on the bass by Felix Salinas from Intocable. And a lot of people don't know that. They have to go look on the credits.
You mean Felix Salinas from Ramon Ayala?
Well, yes, I'm sorry.
Give me a hard time, bro.
Yeah, no. But I think more people will recognize the name. It doesn't matter. When I say Felix Salinas,
you know who we're talking about.
You know what I mean. Felix Salinas from previously Intocable, now with Ramon Ayala, which I wish him the best of luck. We're always in communication. We always talk. But during that time of my mom's passing, I mean, I learned two cool things. I learned that he was a real friend, and I was going through something, and he said, hey, if you need to be in the studio, you need for me to be there. He goes, you know, let's go. I'm here for you. We went to the studio and did about 6 songs during that time of my mom's grieving process. But Ruben recorded the other 6. And you got to understand that I still have to be there, and I still have to tell either one of them, this is Signal or this is not Signal, or you went too far left or too far right, stay more in the pocket. But I don't need to tell them anything because they already know what Signal is. Like today, I don't need to tell Chato what to do. Today, I don't need to tell Ruben nor Felix what to do. So the other story that I learned from Felix when we were in the studio, we were in there recording the song Me Haces Falta Tú and Vuela Madrecita. And Felix tells me that it was hard for him to record Mama. He's the one that recorded the song Mama. His mom had just passed. I don't know how close, but that it was hard for him to sit there and listen to it and record it. I never even bothered to ask. I was just so emotional that, again, here's a guy that I told you, one of those 5 bands. Here he is. Like, he's my friend.
You overlooked that.
Yeah, I overlooked that. But here we are at Whataburger at 3 o'clock in the morning having a conversation about him recording the whole album of El Mundo Se Acabó. That's him. He did all the 12 or 13 tracks. And
he's been a friend of yours for a very long time.
Oh man, he's been a very good friend of mine. Un saludo para Felix Salinas. And I'm just so grateful for the opportunities and so grateful for the people that come into my life and so grateful for everybody that's helped me. And for me, it's like, well, why didn't you record the accordion? Why did you decide? Because I want to challenge myself. Because I'm like, remember the story of going into my mathematics class? Did I tell you that one?
The last time you were here, you told us about you were
Today's the day.
Today's
Today's the day that I'm gonna learn fractions. And I'm like, and as soon as he started, I'm like, I'm like, and as soon as he drew that one and like this, and then the two under, and then times, and I'm like, I'm gone, and I'm into my tablet, drawing speakers and stuff. That's who Jesse Turner is. You know what? That I'm still that guy today, bro. That's why I still need. That's why that's why I have people like Yvette. That's why I have to have now a CPA, because if not, people steal from me. And I've been through all. I've been through it all. I've been through the ringer, como dicen. I've been through so much, and because I'm not about money, I've never been about money. I've been about making music, and yeah, I've had to learn the hard way, right? I had to learn the hard way, but it's because I love music. And music has been my therapy. Music has been my place to go in good times and in bad times. If I had something good to say, if I had something loving to say, hey, I wrote about it. ¿Qué harías si te digo que te amo? Que mi vida has cambiado desde que te conocí. If I felt that there wasn't any more love between us, I'd be singing, mejor dímelo, dime que tú ya no me quieres. If I talked about my past, traté de olvidarte, pero estás tan dentro de mí que para sacarte tendría que morir. I wrote about it in the moment when I was going in a car. I was driving in a car and I was thinking about taking my life, and I was in the geoprism. It probably went 80 miles per hour, but in my head it went faster, and I was like, I can't take this pain anymore. And auxilio, ayuda por favor, no dejes que se muera nuestro amor. In 2011 or 9, when I was thinking that my mom kept getting sick every single time, like maybe about 5 times a month, she was ending up at the emergency room, and I said, God's gonna come for my mom. And I was so scared. I remember one night I dreamt about my mom, and I saw her in a coffin. And I said, I'm going to lose my mom, man. I'm going to lose my mom. Mamá, gracias por todos los besos por la mañana. God gave her to me for 12 more years. From having a nightmare to enjoying her for 14 more years of my life. Every song has done something for me. Even when I thought the world would end, el mundo se acabó, I said the world's not going to end anytime soon. The world ends for a lot of people when they get closed in, when they get caved in feelings. Whenever people get caved into feelings, man, they feel like the world's gonna end. Some people commit crimes when they feel this way. Some people go to the extreme and try stupid stuff, and some people turn to drinking and turn to drugs because they can't handle this. And I sing about it. I say sometimes our world ends in that moment when somebody breaks your heart. Or sometimes I was just mad at an ex and I said, estúpida, porque yo te quería. I've had a lot of things happen to me. But the one thing that I can tell you, Bumper, that's always helped me is I've always been able to just write about it. Write about it, escape, move forward, and continue looking forward. I've said this once, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it each and every single time to the day I die. My dream was to have one bus. Today we have 2. And the bus that I had in my mind was like the old Dos Gilbertos bus. Like the school bus.
School bus
I didn't care.
Yeah.
I didn't care. Why? I had an obsession with the bus. Like I just wanted a bus.
To say you had one.
Just to say I had one. But we have 2, and they're beautiful.
Jess, we're sitting here talking to you. I'm sitting here talking to you, and I always love these conversations. Like I said earlier in my little preview, inviting everybody. Like you never know what you're going to get when you have Turner here. He has just the most funniest stories. I mean, one of our most popular clips is a story of when him and his buddy faked like they passed out in church.
Oh, man.
You know, so
I forgot about that.
yeah, dude. So it's freaking hilarious, man.
Oh, man.
But you know what, Jesse? You mentioned like Palominos, and you know they took us, and me and you are about the same, and that growing up the same, right? They just take you back to a certain time in your life. But it has to be an honor now, bro, because Jesse Turner, Grupo Signo. Let me say that again. Jesse Turner y Grupo Signo. They're one of those bands now. They're one of the bands that at a time in your life, a song that you made took us, and it takes us to that time in our life. Maybe if you were confused, you were hurt, you were mad, you were happy. There was always a song that that you had that could take us to that time in our life. And as you guys grown, you mentioned Intocable. Intocable, anytime they come out with a new album, I say this all the time, like I have to listen to it like 2 or 3 times before it grows on me. Because the first time I hear it, I'm just like, yo, what is this? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm not the only one. I can't be the only one,
yeah.
right? So, and then I hear it again. I'm like, dude, what is Ricky thinking?
Yeah.
And then you hear the 3rd time and the 4th time, and you start hearing other things, and you're like, wait a minute, this is
Then you start saying,
a jam.
You start saying things like, he's a genius.
Yeah, bro. So I just want to tell you, man to man, bro. Signo has done that for a lot of us, bro. Signo has done that for and I'm not the only one. I'm sure a lot of people would agree with me. It takes us to a different time in our life, bro. And to me, as a band, I think that's when you made it. You know, some people say, oh, when you get, Jaime, when I've had Jaime multiple times, his thing was always, they always told him, hey, when you have your sound and people hear it, that's one, you know what I mean? Like, oh, that's Chamacos, that's Palomino. And that's great. As a musician, I see that. You would want to create your own sound where people can hear you in the first 10, 15 seconds. They already know who it is. But you've also done it where the band Signo has just taken us all these years that you've been on the road. It's just taken us to different parts of our lives, bro. And it's honestly, Jess, it's freaking badass, bro. It's badass. What was first time I saw? What did you say? Like first time I saw
Signo
at Cool Arrow. We were just talking about Cool Arrows last night, bro. We were just talking about Cool Arrows, which is now the Beer Depot. Yeah, it's the new.
It's not. It doesn't exist anymore.
No. Where you guys would jam all the time, which is Cool Arrows. That is the new Beer Depot. They opened it all up. That's the new Beer Depot.
Is it still Cool Arrows?
No, it's the new Beer Depot.
Is it a club?
They changed the name.
Oh, but it's the same place.
It's the same place.
Oh wow, that's
yeah,
cool.
it's the same place. But back to what I said, like, and
yeah,
when you go to a Signal concert, and if you just absorb the crowd, like, of course we're gonna watch you guys perform whatever, but when you start seeing to the left and right of you of the people crying, bro, to a song, seeing a grown man who's worked 55 hours that week roofing, and you know those dudes that they have the raccoon eyes because they have the shades on, and they worked all week, bro.
Yeah.
Our people worked hard all week, bro, to go buy a ticket or whatever the price is to go and see you guys, to have a good time, maybe to have a few drinks, and they're there, dude, singing at the top of their lungs. For me, bro, that's what I love. When I go to one of your concerts, that's what I absorbed. Of course, I absorb your music and the whole entertainment thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, bro, the people that you entertain, the people that come to your shows, are hardworking people that come and spend their money there, just singing, bro, at the top of their lungs. You're taking them away from everything. You're taking them away from all the hard stuff they went through that week. And that hour and a half, 2 hour time frame, you're taking them away from all of that. How does that make you feel, bro?
Well, man, I mean, when you put it like that, I mean, first of all, whenever you say you're one of those bands that has made it, I mean, I won't know until God comes for me. People will be the ones that'll have to say that. I can't say that about myself. I can't say that I've made it. I feel like I made it a long time ago. I made it in the sense of like, I'm doing what I love, and whether that was poor, or if I had, or if I didn't have, I would still be happy. Just again, I told you my dreams were to have a bus. I have two. The other dream was to play in front of 300 people. I mean, we've played in front of over 100,000 in Fotosol. We broke the record one time in NRG Stadium.
Yeah,
we've played for thousands, but we've also played for 30 people, 60 people. And those 60 people are just as important as 100,000. I am, how do I feel? I mean, I'm very grateful. If people feel the way you feel, then I'm very grateful, and I'm honored, and I'm thankful. I'm very grateful. It's because I never think like that. If I'm going to be honest with you, I never think of myself, I'm this or I'm that. You know, I said this story when I was over in I think it was in Puebla. I think I said, man, I go. Sometimes people think that I'm conceited or que soy chocante, and people have no idea. I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to share a story with you guys. Here comes one of those stories, right? So I recently caught myself when somebody asked me for a photo. I rolled my eyes, and I'm like, oh. I caught myself. One time I caught myself. I was, I believe I was in Lubbock, and I was at a store. Yeah, I was already like andaba tirado. My hair was like a mess. And I realized that it wasn't just one time. I had done it a few times. But it's never because it's not what people think. Let's take the Lubbock one out of, and let's go when I'm home. I forget who I am. And I don't mean that
in a conceited way.
In a conceited way.
Yeah.
I forget who I am. Like sometimes in the morning, I just throw on like some windbreakers, a muscle shirt, y voy con el pelo todo así, y ando con bags where I just came back from a show. Man, I won't brush my teeth, you know, like. And I just. And I'm just like, and I'll go to the local restaurant, and I forget like that. I forget that people really love me, and I forget that people. I still create like a little shock. I give them a sense of like, oh, it's him, you know. I forget that sometimes I'm a public figure, and when I roll my eyes, what I'm trying to say when I roll my eyes, right? Because they'll say, can I have a picture? And I'll be like, I do this because the first thing I think is like, ¿por qué chingas no me vestí? I'm like, man, I knew I should have gotten dressed. I knew I should have put on something. This is exactly why I don't go out. This is the voice of conscience. My voice of conscience starts talking to me, and it tells me, you see, I told you to put on shirt. I told you to put on a cap. And I'm like, so it's not because of...
El little angel que está aquí.
Sí, traigo el angelito aquí y acá a este lado. And I sometimes think people mistaken that, you know, but I love everybody. There's a lot that I do for people that people don't even know. I do so many funeral services a year. I think I've told you this in the past. This year in 2026 has been one of the most strangest years for me because I asked to do a little bit of less shows this year because I've been grieving, right? Because of my mom's loss. And I asked to do, let's take it easy. If it's worth it, we'll go. If not, this is hard for me. It's been hard for me. 9 hard months for me. And where was I going with this? Se va la onda. This is real, by the way.
Yeah. This is not what you see is what you get.
Yeah,
There's
what you see is real. But if you refresh, should I press rewind?
Eddie, help us out, Eddie. What was he?
You don't know either. You don't know either.
We were talking about what? There you guys go. So somebody will chat. But you were talking about your mom. About grieving. You've been 9 months that you've been grieving. Right?
Doing less gigs.
Yeah, you were doing less gigs. Yes. You were doing more of like funerals.
Yes,
and stuff
that's
like
where I was going to. Yes, the funerals.
Pa que sepas, we're listening, bro.
Yeah, thank you, fans on the chat. I've been doing low key a lot of funerals for people that are my friends. I just did a Chismosa's mom's service. I went and I sang for her. Why? Because she was there for me and for my mom. She drove all the way from Lubbock to be with me and my family. Lionel from Grupo Secreto recently lost his dad, and I was there as a true, honest friend, not expecting anything in return. Just I knew, and when my mom passed, Lionel was also there, you know. And the little girl, Sophie, the ones that I posted, that she was in Houston at one time last year, probably like in November, that she had cancer, and they said that she wasn't gonna make it. Well, she got better, and then she ended up getting really sick, and then she passed, I think in the beginning of May. And I went and I did her service. I gladly did it. On Sunday, I have a service to do. On Wednesday, I have a service to do. And everything I do it with love. And you might ask, why do you do it? Because it's a service. It's a gift that my mom left me with. See, my mom wanted me to be a pastor, but I couldn't. I couldn't because I realized that religion separates people, and I was never going to be able to make people happy. So I said, Mom, I can't. I choose to make music, and I'll always speak about God, and I won't get deep into religion. I won't, because I have my own personal relationship with God, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
And I try to bring people closer. And sometimes people have a hard time when they lose a loved one. So I'm able to tell them and explain to them perfectly, hey, I know what you're going through. You know, in 2016, my son was in an accident. When I was 7, I lost my dad. I watched some of my close friends get killed. I recently lost my grandma, and I recently lost my mom. So when I'm at a funeral, I find satisfaction in helping people and doing a service to others and trying to bring them comfort and peace. I am genuine with it. I don't ever try. I do it, and when I do it, Bumper, I seriously mean it with all my heart. When I tell you that I'm doing the services, and I just here recently, I imagine my mom sitting somewhere, and I imagine her being so proud of me because of all the goodness that I do. And I can show you right here. I have a video of a young man I just met just in the beginning of this week while doing a radio tour. Because I'm on a radio tour. I'm on a radio tour promoting a brand new album that we'll get to that in a second. I got to a radio station, and when I get there, I see like a little group, and they're going up the elevator. We're going up in a different elevator than we're up on top. And they're like, Jesse? And I'm like, yes. And I go, meet Miguel. And I'm like, nice to meet you, Miguel. And then his shirt says, Make a Wish. And I'm like, what's going on? He goes, well, his wish is to meet you. And I'm like, his wish is to meet me. I go, man, you didn't have to go to the Make-A-Wish Foundation to find me. I go, you didn't need to do that, but what's going on? How are you? He's had 4 open heart surgeries. He's 13 years old. No les tengo que decir para saber, para que ustedes entiendan qué es lo que viene para este jovencito. I said, you think that I'm making your wish come true? I said, you're making my dream come true. Because my dream come true is to help others. Where I hug this young man, I find my son's love. Where I help others, I find my mom's advice, her love. So in being a good person, I still find my loved ones here. I still manage to find heaven here on earth. Again, you can also create your hell. Just try it. Try doing something bad. Try lying. Try doing something. Try hurting somebody, and see if you don't. You won't live with the guilty conscience. That can become hell for you right there and right then. You can easily make hell if you go take somebody's life. Hey, you're never going to be the same person. That's why I always say, man, be a good person. I really don't care about fame or all this stuff. That's why I freak out when people want to meet me. So we get on this interview, and I'm on the radio station with Miguel, and the host tells him, "Oye, Miguel, si pudieras pedir algo más, you just wish for something else. What could you wish for?" He goes, "To hang out with you." I said, "You already have that, man." I said, "You already have that." I said, "Here, get my phone number." I text him. He goes, man, his smile was like this big. I said, "Look, the next time we're in the valley, I'm going to bring you up on stage, and you're going to sing a song with me." He goes, "Really?" I go, "Really?" I go, "Here's my phone number." He goes, "Really?" I go, "Really?" This is what we're really meant to do. We're not meant to fight on a stage over lights and production and stuff like that. We're really made to bring people comfort, bring people together through music, and we should be able to dance to the music and dance to the celebration of life, which leads me into this next chapter of my life, which has been the hardest chapter of my life. If I was 80 years old right now, Bumper, and me and you still had life, and I don't know, you said we're around the same age, and hopefully we get to do a Wacky Wednesday when we're 80s, in our 80s, right? Yeah. And tú me preguntas, "Jesse, man, tell me what's over the course of your 80 years and all the albums that you have, which is your favorite song?" What do you think I'm going to say?
Mama.
Mama. If you ask me, which is your favorite album, what do you think I'm going to say?
This new one right here.
The brand new album that came out on May the 1st. Her Legacy 1938, Su Legado 1938. Why? Because it marks the hardest chapter of my life. Losing the love of your life. I've been crying all week, man. I said, when I come here, I'm not going to cry. And I don't want to cry, but it's hard. It's been really, really hard. This chapter marks the loss of my mom, the loss of my grandma. And I've been just trying the best to deal the best that I can with it. And it's really, really hard. So, again, how do I find comfort, and how do I find peace? Well, music, man. I got into the studio. I had already recorded Amarillo by Morning with Aaron Watson. Why did I record it? I recorded it because through an opportunity. How did that opportunity present itself? Because I was talking to Omar, and I told Omar, the owner of the production, "Yeah, I'm making a Christian album for my mom." "Oh, you are? That's so cool, man." And I showed him like one or two songs. He goes, "Man, that's all." I go, "I'm also doing a country cumbia." It's Amarillo by Morning. He goes, "Man," he goes, you should consider doing that with the country artist." I said, "Hey, if
it appears, let's do it."
Yeah, he goes, my buddy's Aaron Watson." I said, "Really?" I go, "You think he'd do it with me?" He goes, "Yeah." But "Nah, I don't think he'd want to do it with me." And then so forth. Aaron Watson ends up recording the song Amarillo by Morning. Si Me Ves Cantando was a song that I wrote for Nathan. I wrote it for him because when he was with us and when he was traveling with us, Nathan Acosta, he would get up on stage and he would be so happy when he would sing. And the minute he would get off, he was so down because he was going through things. So that's why the song says, "Si me ves cantando, quiero que sepas que por dentro estoy llorando." Sometimes when people perform, and that includes myself, sometimes when you see me perform, I have this gigantic smile, but through the inside, I'm hurting just like you. I'm in pain, And I'm trying to just keep it together, right? Mis días grises, on the album, Mis días grises, it talks about a relationship when you break up with your partner. And how do your days feel? They feel great. Well, I feel great. When I sing today, I think about my mom all the time. And when I get off, I want to call her and I can't. Mis días grises, I feel like my days have lost. I feel like my life has lost a lot of color, and people know what I mean by that. Like if you've lost a loved one, then you can connect with me. Like you don't see the world the same. You feel like your sky is gray. I'm going down in the order, right? Traté de olvidarte. Traté de olvidarte. Why did I redo it? Because it was my mom's words that saved me from me wanting to take my life. It was my mom's prayers, my mom's way of being with me, and her asking me, "Don't you want to live for me?" And I said, "Yes, Mom." I said, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry for hurting you." But because I wasn't at age, I also remember listening to La Cima del Cielo. And when I listen to it today, even though it's about a relationship, I would do anything to see my mom again. I would do anything to speak to God. And I would even go as high as hasta la cima del cielo. Yeah. There's a song on the album called Mentirosa. I have a friend of mine, and you're like, well, what does Mentirosa have to do with this cover of your mom praying for you, right? Well, Mentirosa is not so much about, it has nothing to do with it. It has to do with the relationship that I have with this song. What relationship do I have with this song? With a friend of mine. I wrote it for a friend of mine. He was going through a very hard moment in his life. And when he was going through that hard moment in his life, he told me his story, and I could feel his pain, and I could see him, every day he was working to make himself better. So I write the song called Mentirosa, right? Because he was such a quiet guy that nobody ever heard his side of the story but me. And I'm like, well, I'm going to put it out there. You know why? Because when my mom passed, and the moment that my mom passes, he was right there. Kind of like, tell me, hey, like, tranquilo. And when I walked into that room to see my mom without her life, he was there for me. So I said, this album, I'm grateful for your friendship and for all the people that are in my life, but thank you. I wrote this song in that time frame, in that window of 6 months, 3 months. I wrote that song. The song of Me Haces Falta Tú. That's a straight up song. If you listen to it, it straight up tells you how I felt the moment that my mom left. I felt like a little boy. I felt like that little boy that she was raising. I felt lost. Like I had no clue where I was going. Like I was lost in the world, and I needed my mom's hand to guide me. Where to go? What do I do? But, it tells you how much I love my mom. And that's on the new album. After the album was done, after Se Rompió. What is Se Rompió about? Se Rompió. Do you have the cover? Yeah, can you just put it real quick? No. You know the red one you had earlier? Watch, freak out with this beat. I don't tell anybody. This is the first time I'm going to talk about it because I just remembered. Se Rompió is about a relationship. But do you see that? Okay, can you put it back in red? The way you had it right now? Yeah, that one. That right there. You see this right here? What do you see in that puzzle?
Missing pieces.
How many pieces?
2.
Yeah.
One for your grandma, one for your mom.
Yeah. Se rompió mi corazón. My heart's broken. And here I am, picking up the pieces. Everything matters, even the art. A lot of people, this is the first time I say this. Nobody knew that. This is the first time I'm talking about it. You look at that, se rompió. It talks about a relationship. A guy's with this girl. And in the moment that he kisses her, he knows that it's coming to an end. Why? Because it's not, the passion's not there. The fire's not there anymore. It's just like you just got used to kissing him because you got in from work, or you just got used to kissing her because, it's just because
going through the motions.
Going through the motions. The second part is, and I could feel it when we would make love, because this doesn't feel like love anymore. This just feels like sex, and it's not even good sex. It's just I could feel there's no love behind it. And the guy says, man, I remember the kisses from before, the way you loved me before. I remember everything from the past, and I could already see the future coming. So he already sees himself with the broken heart, and it's not even, the relationship's not even over. Se rompió mi corazón y me quedo aquí recogiendo todos los pedazos. So I include the song on the album because I'm still here 9 months later, picking up the pieces of my broken heart. Tu ausencia, another song on the album. Every song that I'm talking about is on the new album. Why am I out on doing promotion on this album? So that people could be aware of it, so that you can appreciate the music, so you can know it's not just a song. These songs have real meaning.
Story of your life.
Yeah, man. How can I not go out? Why would I stay home and let this album just try to let it be successful on its own? No, man, I'm gonna go out. Vuela Madrecita. Vuela Madrecita is a song that I wrote. I was on a plane and I wrote all of it. I wrote all of it before I landed in San Luis. And this song was on behalf of me, and I was writing it on behalf of my mom. Like, esta canción era parte mía, and it was like I try to imagine how my mom felt losing my grandma. Like, I imagine trying to feel how she felt losing her mom.
Right.
So then the main part goes, vuela madrecita, vuela, descansa en paz mi reina, vuela abuelita.
Vuela.
On the day that I was headed to Freddie Records to record this song, I turned back. I said, I can show you the text message from Freddie Jr., where I told him, I'm not going to be able to go into the studio today. And he said, don't worry about it, man. Take care of your mom. I said, I'm going to go visit her, and I'm going to go be with her. I went that morning on August 25th, and my mom was perfectly fine, Bumper. And Lucky was there. We both laughed. She served both of us our last meal together as brothers, as friends. Lucky left. I stayed there even longer. I stayed there probably the longest I'd ever stayed there, like 3 hours. And my mom was gone in the evening. 3 weeks later, on a Monday, 3 weeks after my grandma passed, my mom left. So now here I am after my mom passes, because it's going to take about a week and a few days for her to have her service. So I couldn't be home. So I go into the studio and I record Vuela Madrecita, the same song that I wrote for my grandma. Here I am singing it to my mom and my grandma. Vuela Madrecita, vuela, my mom. Descansa en paz, mi reina. Vuela, abuelita. I wrote a song for both of them before I even knew that my mom was leaving. Is it heartbreaking? Absolutely. I don't even like listening to it. I don't like listening to it because my mom's voice is on it.
Yeah.
And it breaks me. The last song, I'm done with the album. It's Christmas. No, it's going to be Christmas. And something happens at the studio with the program. I think there was lightning, and it just, the software was not updating on we couldn't mix it and we couldn't master it. There was something going on. Man, I got into my car and I me fui llorando para la casa, pero llorando because I was trying to finish it by Christmas so it could be a gift for me. And I was gonna say my mom gave me this. Pero no. Nada. New Year's tampoco. I said maybe we can bring it out in January. Nope. Maybe we can do it for February the 14th for Valentine's Day. Tampoco. I said, you know what? I'll bring it out in Christmas. But what happened? There was a reason and a purpose to why this happened. I ended up becoming really good friends with Padilla, Luis Padilla, which is one of the most greatest composers that you can ever meet of our time. Of all time. He knows it. You might not know that he's one of the greatest composers, but I know, and Bumper knows who he is. He's written songs like Coqueta, Cosas del Amor de Pegaso. He's written Por el Amor a una Mujer. He's written Sueña, Aire. I mean, No Te Vayas. So, I mean, just the list is like endless.
Yeah, I love when he does like when he plays. Sometimes he'll just play those songs, and you know when you go to the concert, like, dude, I forgot he wrote that. And that one, and that one.
Soñador Eterno. I mean, the list just goes on, and different artists have just. So anyway, so I become his really good friend, and he is my good friend today. But in developing the relationship with him, he tells me, I tell him, hey, look at the cover to the album. He goes, oh, qué bonito. And his manager had told me that he had made some songs for his mom that had passed 11 years ago. And he's like, yeah, he has songs in his vault, but he's not ever going to record them, and he's never going to put them out. He goes, that's just, he'll listen to them and he'll cry to them, but he's not going to put them out. So I said, hey, I heard that you have some songs written for your mom. I go, escuché que tienes canciones, ¿me las puedes compartir? ¿Crees que me las puedes enseñar? He goes, no. He goes, te voy a regalar una. So I'm going to give you one to record. And that's Tu Ausencia. And then we recorded. And when he said that he wasn't going to sing it, I called him and I said, hey, did you hear it? Because I sent it with just my voice. He goes, yeah, man. He goes, it's beautiful. I go, what? I go, you recorded with me or what? And he goes, like, let's do it, man. I go, let's dedicate this to your mom, to my mom, to all of our moms. And so therefore, it was a blessing to have 13 songs on this album. And every song on this album is like, just like the puzzle that I showed you, everything is important. Everything's meaningful to me. That will we have better musically albums in the future? Maybe. Is this album sad? No, it's not. No, it's not, because it's got happy songs as well.
If you listen to the album, there's a lot of songs, like you hear Jesse saying the meaning of the song and how it goes, but if you listen to the album like 2 or 3 times, like I heard it today at work, like I had it playing in the background, it's working, like you're always good at songs that you can interpret in different ways. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like it could be about your mom, or it could be about your wife, it could be about a girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like you could change the people around, and the song would just means differently to different people, you know? And speaking of songs, Jess, you know, people love, again, there was a comment on here, like, anytime I see Bumper and Jesse together, I'm running to whatever on their, you know, like cool. I told you guys earlier, Jesse takes us on a roller coaster ride. I mean, some of the funniest things. If you guys never had a chance, we'll post later some of the old interviews. Another great story was when he took his dad and his mom to go to the movie. Your stepdad to the movie theater, and they never gone. And
you know what? I took my stepdad and my mom. I don't think that they had ever been in a theater
like that. Yeah,
it was a regular movie theater, and I remember it was packed because the Passion of the Christ was like, everybody wanted to see the story of Jesus, and I'm like I didn't even understand it, because if you remember that it was in a different language.
It was in Latin, Hebrew and Latin.
So I told them, hey, I go, Mom, es una película de Jesucristo, pero no es el lenguaje original. And she just looks at me like, digo, ¿tú conoces la historia? She goes, sí. So again, like, I mean, you can show him the video.
Yeah,
you can show him the video.
hilarious,
My stepdad in the middle of it, was he was like a pastor / musician, right? And the minute that they start whipping Jesus, like in the movie, because you start whipping him when he's carrying the cross, like, pass. He goes, Aleluya, gloria a Dios. Gloria. And I'm just like, wait a minute, we're not at church. We're not at church. So I just kind of like hit down like this. I'm like, hermano. I go, hermano. I go, es una película. Es una película.
Oh my goodness, man. These are the things that I love doing the show. But Jesse, speaking of new albums, speaking of music, here me and Eddie, we love Tejano music, brother. We love keeping people entertained and up to date, man. Because at the end of the day, some companies, they have like a mission statement, right? Our mission statement for Bumpers Wacky Wednesday is keeping Tejano relevant.
Okay.
Right? It's always keeping Tejano relevant. So we keep you relevant every week with the top 3 songs en la onda Tejana. And we've been doing it for quite some time with our good friend Rudy Trevino from down there in Corpus Christi, Texas, by way of Beeville, Texas. And this is this week's top 3 Tejano songs en la onda Tejana.
Hey, this is Rudy Trevino from Tejano Gold Countdown, and you're watching Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. And these are your top 3 songs of the week.
3.
Me gusta estar contigo así cerca de ti, hablar de amor, de ti, de mí y sonreír, porque te quiero, yo sé que me quieres, amor, muchas gracias, tú no te imaginas lo feliz que soy al vivir junto a ti. Me gusta estar contigo así.
1.
Qué tonto he sido, separarnos iba en contra de lo que marcó el destino. Si lo más bonito que viví, yo lo viví contigo. Hoy me pesa el orgullo. Tejano Gold with Rudy Trevino.
Oh, yeah, those are the top 3 songs en la onda Tejana. Man, big saludos to Rudy Trevino, everybody who put the Tejano Gold countdown together week in and week out. And congratulations to Grupo Sólido grabbing that #1 spot for the first week. Love to see when those guys are out there doing their thing, man. We talked a lot about earlier, Jesse was talking a lot about Grupo Sólido. And congratulations to Ben and all the guys, man, for having that #1 spot. If you're just joining us, man, we're here live with Jesse Turner from Grupo Signo. A guy who's if you missed the beginning, you missed all his stories. He's really a fan. He's a fan like us, And I don't honestly, Jess, I don't think a lot of artists. I mean, I'm sure they were a fan at one time,
but they don't say it.
No. I think they were a fan at one time, but they lose that. They lose that passion of being a fan. It's almost like, oh, it's just a job. Like, hey, this is what I do, right? But I think great artists should always remain a fan because it just brings another side to whatever you create, whatever you work.
Well,
there was somebody on here in the comments earlier. They had a great comment that said that Jesse Turner and Grupo Signo was the story of their. It's an album of our life. Again, like I said, there's always a song. There's always a song that takes you to a certain part of your life, man. And Jesse's been able to do that. Grupo Signo has been around. You could say pretty much all over the world, taking Tejano music, taking whatever you want to call it. Some people get upset when you say the word Tejano. Whatever, just taking Signo's music all over the United States and Mexico, South America. It's amazing, bro. It's amazing. It's amazing to see somebody that grew up like us. And I think you forget about this, Jess. You mentioned it earlier. You didn't grow up with a lot of money, bro.
I didn't.
You grew up in a small house. You grew up in a small town in the valley. You grew up like so many of us here. We can relate to how you didn't just fall into money and to music. Like it was a process. It was and I think a lot of people sometimes they forget they forget the process and how hard people work to get to where they're at. You know what I mean? I always say all the time, I think a lot of people, hey, just give me my medicina, por favor. Chingata.
What do you mean? Oh, high blood pressure?
High blood pressure, dog. You're laughing so damn hard. But chinga, I did a Jesse Turner right now.
Mira.
I forgot. You know, watch out.
It's okay.
Can you zoom in on that right there? Yeah.
I'll show you. Mira. You see
The
this?
Santa Rosa Marching Band.
Mira.
Dang.
That's crazy, right?
Dog.
Mira. Which one is it? This one? That one? There it is. Look.
That's why.
That kid didn't know where he was going. He didn't know where he was headed. This guy right here probably wore the same pair of jeans twice a week, same shirt. But all he wanted to do was make music. And this is before Signal. This is just band. This is what I tell you. Like,
you had a dream, bro, and you're
man.
living it, Jess. You're really living it, man. And you know it's always, the last time that I saw you, and I see you all the time, but usually it's me. I'm working. I'm hosting a concert or a festival or something. So it's really quick, or we get to talk. We go on the bus and chit chat for a little bit. Whatever the case may be, it's always a great conversation. But sometimes, man, I never get to like. I'm not working where I can just go and sit down and enjoy a Signal concert. And I did that. I did that not too long ago when you guys redid the what you guys try to do during the
20th anniversary.
What you guys try to do during the 20th, but then the COVID came, so then you did it again, and I loved it. The jail scene, the prison. You took us back with the cowboy hats, but for me, Jesse Turner holds a big piece of me and my wife's heart because
thank you for that.
That music is what we had in common. We had two people from two different states, grew up in two different cultures, but we both love Signal, right? We both and you were just getting started too, as we were just getting started. So to enjoy a concert where I wasn't working or I wasn't on the side of the stage or I didn't have to worry about, the band coming off, getting a band off, all that stuff. I just got to sit down and enjoy a concert like everybody else. And Fernando, our good friend Fernando, so happened to leave. He just walked by and they gave me a bottle of Crown Apple.
Oh,
right? The
okay.
Crown Apple. So I could tell by the time Signal came on, me and my wife had gotten pretty good through that bottle of Crown Apple. And I will tell you, man, honestly, Jess, that is one of the most amazing times that I've had with my wife in a long time, where we had no worries about life, about kids, about grandkids, about bills, about this and that. The show, we just sat down, made some drinks, and watched an amazing show. And you took us through the whole course of Signal, the whole story. Yeah. And for me and her, like we drove home, and I told her, I said, "Man, Jesse took us back."
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and not, just because in Tejano, bro, it's sometimes Tejanos we love the old music, right? But new music comes out, and it's like, I don't want to give it. I love this song. Play these, play these. So it's kind of hard for a musician to be able to mix everything and keep everybody happy. And even at that, you're never gonna make everybody happy. But that 25th anniversary of Signal, bro. You guys did a badass job, bro. I'll tell you, you guys did a badass job of taking us through a time of our, and again, hitting all those spots in the time of our life, especially people who are around our age. You know what I mean? Well, we told you that we had a little bit of surprises for you guys, right? Hey, Jacob, I need you out back right now. So, we're gonna show you guys. These are the people who keep Bumpers Wacky Wednesday active. They keep us going, right? But stay tuned because we got something in store for you guys. These are the people keeping up with Bumpers Wacky Wednesday and bringing it every single week.
Looking to purchase your dream home or want to sell your existing home? Call our friend Ricky Ray, the realtor, at 956-424-5724. He will help you get approved. No credit, low credit, no problem. So give him a call today at 956-424-5724.
Hey guys, it's Leo Correa with Grupo La Calma and Internet and Marketing Manager here at Ron Hoover RV and Marine Center in Odessa, Texas. Our General Manager, Mr. Anthony Patterson, a huge fan of Tejano music. So we are proud to announce that we are proud sponsors of the Bumpers Wacky Wednesday every Wednesday, guys. If you know anyone, family member, friends that is in the market right now, make sure you come by and visit us here at Ron Hoover RV and Marine Center in Odessa, Texas. You can visit us online, www.ronhoover.com. If you're in the market for a fifth wheel, we have both C classes, A classes. We have travel trailers, everything that you need to make memories with your family. Come by over here. We're located at 1529 East 2nd Street. 1529 East 2nd Street here in Odessa, Texas, or give me a call. Our cell phone number is 210-906-3796. We're here for you guys, and come by and see why everyone's talking about Ron Hoover of Odessa, Texas, your West Texas. Yes, guys. Vámonos.
Are you a disabled veteran unsure if you're receiving all the benefits you deserve? Contact Just for Veterans, Coach Retired Sergeant Major United States Marine Corps, Oscar Ornelas at 951-388-4072. With a deep passion for serving veterans from all branches, he specializes in VA ratings to ensure you receive what you've earned for serving our nation. At Just for Veterans, getting your disability claim processed is now straightforward, thanks to our veteran design system. Don't delay. Book your consultation today with Oscar Ornelas at 951-388-4072. Remember to mention you've seen this ad on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Just for Veterans, if you don't win your claim, you don't owe us anything. Your benefits matter, and we're here to help.
Imagine a porch that protects itself, a door that locks on its own. Imagine being in two places at once, lights that work like magic. Imagine what you could do in a home like that. Now, stop imagining. Call Laura Hernandez at 210-262-8402 to start protecting your family and home with Vivint today.
Let me see that ball.
Hey.
Well, guys, you never know what's going to happen on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. And so, since the Spurs play tomorrow, I decided to bring Jesse out. And we'll see if Jesse can play a little basketball. What do you guys think?
Bro.
Huh?
I feel like I'm on a Jimmy Kimmel outside of the audience. What are we doing?
Hey, no, so we're out here. We're going to do something, right? We're going to make a little bet, a little wager.
Oh, man.
A little wager.
Okay.
If Jesse, I'm going to give him 3 shots. If he can make one shot
I'm not going to make any of them.
If he can make one shot out of 3, I think the Spurs have a great chance tomorrow.
Man, why do you do this?
Because we're going to do it. This is pressure, Jesse.
You know I'm going to miss.
This is pressure.
I'm going to miss.
Bro, this is pressure. This is pressure.
I don't play basketball, dog.
Bro, let me tell you, this is pressure like when you know you're gonna go on the stage and then your accordion's broken or a reed breaks, melts, something. You're like, dude, what am I gonna do? You find a way to play around it,
but
right?
I don't want to disappoint. No quiero echarle la sal, carnal.
You're not gonna echar sal. You're gonna put pepper. No hay pedo.
Okay, so I'll make you a deal. I'll play this game with you only if you become my 4th shot.
Okay. All right. So there you guys go. We're gonna give him 3 shots. He's got to make 1 out of 3, and then I'll take the 4th shot to take a little bit of the pressure off. But right here on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, Jesse Turner, Spurs tomorrow. See what you got, brother. 3 shots.
Oh, man, I can't even see. I need my glasses. My head.
Oh, air ball. He's got 2 more.
Damn, bro.
Nah, man. Oh, you're right there, Jess. One more.
There.
Jesse.
I can't see, dog.
Jesse. This is your last shot.
Okay.
Santa Rosa goes to the state championship right now.
Don't do this to
No,
me,
no, no,
Doc.
I'm serious. You got fouled in the last play. Coach puts you in. He doesn't know why he put you in. You got fouled. You got one shot. The game's tied. You make the shot. The whole town loves you. Santa Rosa goes to the freaking state championship right now. No pressure.
I'm not that guy,
Here we go.
bro.
Here we go.
Mejor, I'm in the band. Didn't you see the picture?
Let's go.
I'm the band. I'm the guy.
Here we
cheers
go.
them on.
I'm going to save him. I'm going to save him, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to save him. Yes, baby, we're good.
And we
Oh,
win.
yeah, right there.
Give me that ball back.
He wants one more. He wants one more.
He saved me.
Live on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Jesse Turner.
Oh, no!
That's it. We're going in.
It's time to check out What's Bumper Bumping.
Su recuerdo. Doy gracias a mi Diosito por lo bueno que es conmigo,
que siempre oye mis plegarias.
de todo lo que le pido. Amor bonito, bonito, cariño, mi cariñito.
What's Bumper Bumping?
Me di cuenta al mirarme entre tus ojos que no puedo vivir sin ti jamás, jamás. Estás en mi mente noche y día, en todos mis sueños. Tú eres mía. Me di cuenta que hasta la muerte te amaré con loca pasión.
What's Bumper Bumping?
Fría michelada style. Lucky Joe and Chingo, how you like me now? Toda la banda presta para la orquesta. Puro pinche party, pasa la que apesta.
Cada fin de semana cuando salgo a bailar nunca faltan las chelas para disfrutar. Si en la chamba no aguantas tu hinche patrón, canten conmigo y un grito chingón. La cervecita, sabrosita, la cervecita.
And that is this week's What's Bumper Bumping.
Oh, yeah, baby, we're back. We're live from downtown San Antonio, the Frost Bank Center, where I took Jesse out there, get some free throws in. I want to let you guys know Santa Rosa is not going to the state.
Look at my face. Now I can do this, and it's real. That's not because eso es porque no ando despeinado, ando de chancludo. No, because you. How could you not? You should at least told me so I could come with tennies or something. I mean.
Oh, okay. No,
Bro.
we're gonna stop. We're gonna stop because now here comes excuses. Because next time I see him in tennis shoes, we're gonna do something else on the spot. Just
All right, ya
I'll
dijiste.
race you. How about that?
No, te quedas atrás. Te gano hasta con botas. Te gano hasta con botas. You have no idea how fast I am.
Oh shit! Is that a challenge?
Yeah, bro. I'll completely smoke you. I'll leave you from here all the way back to the Marine Corps.
Wow, he's gonna use the Marine Corps against
I
me.
mean,
Wow.
you'll feel like you're carrying like 3 backpacks of rocks. I mean, I'll be light as a feather. You'll be in the back.
You know what, Jess?
Thank
you so much for being a good sport, bro. Because a lot
thank
of
you,
people
man.
would have been like, "Nah, bro, I'm not gonna do that shit." And Eddie did a great job setting that up
Yeah, he
earlier.
did, man.
That was something, just something different,
Hey,
something
just
cool.
to let people know that ball was flat as. Está toda ponchada. Si quieres comprar una basketball que trae aire, you know when they bounce, you hear the ping, ping. Esta está
Bro, my shit went in there.
No,
Fácil, vato. Perfect.
Pues aquí vives, cabrón. Aquí vives, aquí.
I had home court advantage.
You have home
court
Hey, well, you know what?
advantage.
I was the Knicks. You were the Spurs, baby. Hey, can we all agree there?
Why? We can agree on that one. We can agree on that one.
Mañana comeback, baby.
Hell yeah. But man, ladies and gentlemen, I'm super happy that you guys joined us. You know, you're with us on this Frito Pie Friday, Bumpers Wacky Wednesday on a Friday. We're having a great time. We just came back from, for being outside, we shot a couple of shots. I put Jesse, he didn't bring the accordion, so we couldn't do the accordion challenge, right? But I put him a little pressure on him. And he felt it, and he so much that he even wanted to shoot an extra shot. Man, he wanted to shoot another shot.
It's because it seems so easy, but it's to me it's not. It's like me passing you the guitar and telling you to play me. I show you a note, and then you try to play it. You're not gonna be able to.
Try me.
You know how to play guitar or something?
Try me.
Can you play this chord? I'll give you a simple chord. I love the faces you make. Las caras que haces.
Jesse's throwing it in my face, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't know.
You play guitar, you little.
No. If you didn't know, Bumper Gomez was shot before. And Jesse's throwing this in my face. He's trying to make me feel bad because I have no feeling in my left hand. So if you guys ever see my hand, you're like, man, Bumper's left hand looks kind of deformed. It is deformed because I have no feeling in it because I got a 40-round freaking shot through my freaking hand. So I don't feel.
Yeah, give me that back, bro. Yeah. You know what? You managed to make me feel bad twice. I'm looking at your hand, all the scars, and I'm like, chinga, pobrecito, vato. I'm like, yeah, I'll beat him in a race, though.
Oh yeah, he would definitely beat me in a race. Jesse, another thing that you do, man, that a lot of artists don't do. You use social media to its maximum capacity. And I think a lot of people from your time range, they're just now getting around to it.
Okay.
You're somebody who's taken social media and you've embraced it. You know how important it is to what you guys do.
Yeah,
this time in the world that we live in now. It's instantaneous, bro. Whatever we want to listen to, we can listen to it right then and there. When me and you grew up, it was listening to the radio station with the tape. Right, and waiting to record it so we could hear it over and over again. To get the lyrics, we would stop, pause, write a phrase, right? Stop, pause, write a phrase.
The black and red button.
The black and red, exactly. But one thing, like I said, you've done a great job as far as embracing social media and using it to your advantage. And I think one of the things that you do that's super, super awesome is like when you just like, you're just at home, bro. You're just at home. We're invading your privacy. Even though you're the one that went live, we're invading your privacy. We're in your home. You pick up a guitar and you just start playing. You know what I mean? And people get to interact with you. And I stopped to think about like, man, imagine we could have interacted with Joe Lopez or Jimmy Gonzalez.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or Emilio and those kind of like, it's impossible, you know what I mean? And then the hundreds and thousands of people that would go to these shows to even get near them to have a conversation was nearly impossible. And I think Tejano now with social media, it's almost like we are more the artists are more approachable in a sense of because we see you guys every day.
Yeah, that's true, bro. Well, thank you, man. I really use my social media. They just got after me because I need to be on YouTube. I need to be using my YouTube more. We don't use it enough. And recently we got I'm sorry. Es que acá mi compadre también andamos iguales yo y Eddie. There's something in the air. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Yeah, that was live.
Salió como tres mocos, vato.
Yeah. Tres mocos te engañé. No, we can definitely feel something coming in the air tonight. No, thank you, man. I I try to do exactly what I did with my mom cuando estaba en vida. Is I try to leave good memories. I try to leave everything there so that when I'm gone, people will always be there to see it. And maybe one day my life will be a movie. I feel like it already is. I've been through so much. I've been through adversities. I've been through heartbreaks. I've been through everything, and I'm still here. And again, like, when do you feel like you made it? I don't know. I'm not looking to go anywhere. I'm just in the same spot, making music, and my surroundings change. What do I mean by that? Is that my songs got picked up by a record label, and many years later, I have a different one, which is called Freddie Records, and I have their support. I have my band. I have you guys. I have people like you, that Wacky Wednesday bumper, that you allow us to come on here, and to tell our stories, and we kind of help each other out. You help me, and I help you out. This didn't exist back in the days. Back in the days, you kind of had to guess who the individual was. You didn't know anything behind them. And today people have the luxury of actually picking your brain. And so I hope that when I'm gone, that people will always look back and say, man, I remember that interview. Or I remember when Jesse was there. Or I remember when Bumper was there. And all this will one day be a beautiful memory. But for now, I live in the moment. And I live not expecting anything. I embrace my day, and I say, whatever comes, I'll take it, man. And whatever God wants to put in my way, whatever blessing, I'll take it, man. I'll gladly take it. So it's okay. I don't really go live as much as I used to. Because sometimes the minute I get on there,
ladies and gentlemen, don't worry. That napkin.
It's
when
gonna
we're
be,
done, we're gonna re-edit. You're gonna put it up. You're gonna be able to bid on it. You're gonna have Jesse's DNA, mocos and all. We're gonna raffle it all, baby.
Damn. What was I saying?
Oh God!
Wait, I mean, I hope these aren't early signs of dementia, man. That's horrible for me. I mean, equally.
You need fish oil, bro.
Do I?
You need more fish oil.
I believe you. I believe you. I'm gonna start taking 2,000 milligrams.
No, you just you're talking about music.
You know what? I just, it's because you want to know something, Bumper. I did promotion in Monterrey for a whole week, and I don't know how many of these interviews I did, and each one of them is just as important, and each one is just as meaningful. And it was hard, man. That first week was hard. That second week I was in Puebla. I mean, the following weeks, I did promotion in Puebla. And I literally sat in front of like about 30 people from just newspapers and podcasts. I mean, you name it. I
was taking questions from people?
I mean, yeah, just. And then when we were finished with the show, it was like all that work that we did. Now people had already gone and listened to the album. And I started this Monday in the Valley. I started down there with
Mando. I saw you were there with Mando Sound Rock and Roll.
I started with Mando. I started with KGBT. I started with Super Tejano. I started with La Ley. I did Univision. I did everything possible to spread the word of this brand new album that has been out since May the 1st. I brought it out during the week of Mother's Day. And when I start on Monday, and today's Friday, and I'm not just making an excuse, I found myself cry a lot. And I try not to, because I don't want people to say, pinche Jesse siempre está llorando. But I'm sorry. I'm still grieving, guys. Se los digo con toda mi alma. And I'm trying to go through the process the best that I can. But I promise you that I'm here today with all the love in the world. I'm tired. I was in Eagle Pass. I told you I was just in Eagle Pass.
Yeah.
I was in Piedras Negras yesterday with El Tejano. I did their podcast that was about an hour and 30 minutes. Prior to that, I was in Laredo at the number one at the two most important radio stations. I did all of San Antonio, and I'm still not done. Next week, I think I'm going to take a break next week because I think I mentally need it. Talking about all this, it's a little bit of it's hard for me, but it's also therapy for me. It's also me not letting go of my mom, not letting go of her legacy. So me being here with you is it's an honor. And si ando cansadito, I'm tired. But you know what? As soon as I'm done here, you know what awaits me? Un plato de carne asada, because these are real good friends. And I value that. And my friends like Bumper off the show and off the podcast, we talk about a lot of things. We talk about life. We talk about our kids. We talk about just life in general. This isn't just a conversation that we do for Wacky Wednesday. No, man, we're really friends. And for that, I will always be grateful, and I will always be grateful for each and every single one of you that takes the time just to send a message here of positivity. Thank you. I promise to always be your friend, and I promise to always try my best. And thank you, brother, for having me, man.
It's always an honor, bro. It's always an honor to have you here. It means a lot to me. And I'm glad you said that at the end, because, I tell people that, like, people think that, just somebody walks in and you carry conversations, and we can do that. I mean, I've done that before, but sometimes when people are like, hey man, I just really felt a different vibe. Well, the vibe comes from because there's more of a relationship other than sitting at a wooden table, talking live in front of you. You know what I mean? There's a lot of meat and potatoes behind that, behind that interview. But Jess, it's just been, again, man, just seeing you be you. And yeah, you're going to have the people, que Jesse, que llora, que... You know what, bro? Honestly, bro, la neta, I don't cuss, but I'm going to cuss right now.
Okay.
Fuck those people, man. Like, sticky. Right? Like, you know what I mean? I mean, people, bro, so many comments on here like, hey, dude, I really like this guy because, people hear something or they see you. Just like you said earlier, people think you're conceited. You're the leader of this big band, and you travel all over the place. So people don't think that you're a normal person. It's almost like you go up there, this guy has everything. No, bro, everybody goes through. Just because you think they have all this money or they have this lavish lifestyle, they still have things that normal things that me and you and everybody else kind of go through, man. And they got to juggle all of that with going on a stage where maybe he just broke up with the girl that he's been with for, I'm not saying that, I'm not putting no salt on you, right? But you broke up with the girl you've been with for a long time, bro. And then, she's literally texting you, and I'm not going to say I've seen it, but I've seen it. Not with you, but I've seen it. And I could see their faces. They're texting their other half like, man, dude, like, God. And then they got to go up there and you got to smile and you got to act like everything is okay to give you what you paid for. And I want people to appreciate that and take that into consideration. Take into consideration you traveling all these miles between Mexico right here in the United States to promote your album and to be Jess. You know what I mean?
When I was done, when I live for, you're not gonna be able to see the video, but I want you to hear the video. I live for moments like this is in Puebla. This is the ending of Puebla, or what I think is the ending of Puebla. This is just a week ago. A ver, espérame. Okay. It's telling me I have to close it and then open it again. We're live.
Even Jesse has phone problems, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, man. Pero dame chance. Ahorita, I wanted, I had it saved here that I live for moments like these. This is the end of the show.
That's wild, bro. Did you play another one?
We played 3 hours.
La
And
madre,
you know, we
bro.
played 2 hours. We were done at 1:45. And what I mean by 1:45 is the 1:45-minute mark. And they said otra. We played more. They said otra. We played more. They said otra. We played 3 hours in Puebla. Why? Because these people haven't seen us in 5 years. And this is the first time after 26, after being together for 26 years, we're doing this 26 years with Signo. This is the first time that we're playing at an auditorium in Puebla. Other than that, we've been playing at places, to give you an example, a little bit bigger than Cueros. This is the only places that Signo can go. But, you know, La Firma goes, and they're the first ones to do it. And because they're my friends, and because, you know, here we go with their team, and we're the second band to go in, and this is the response. We traveled 15 hours to get to Puebla. I can show you pictures of where the guys were on the side of the road stranded, where the tire was just completely gone. They had to drive with the spare tire. On the way up here, on the way up to Puebla, they had no AC. I mean, there's things that happen that people don't understand. But once you're on that stage, and you're done with the show, and people act this way, I mean, it's an amazing feeling. You think to yourself, it's all worth it, man. It's all worth all those sacrifices. It's worth traveling all those hours. It's worth all the radio promotion. It's worth recording every single album. It was worth every tear. It was worth every heartbreak. It was worth every smile. It was worth every single thing that you did mattered. And that's the only advice I can give you. And I hope that you've gotten to know me a little bit on my personal side a little bit better. As today I opened up my heart again, because I'm like you. You know, a lot of you have lost your mom and dad. Now I'm on that same channel as you are. But I'm also on that same channel wanting to live and wanting to, you know, do good things in life. A mí no me hace falta nada. I have all the friends I need. And if I get sent more, the more, the merrier.
That's right.
But I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for my mom's life, for my grandma, for my dad, for my son. I'm grateful. And I don't ever ask God why. I just say thank you. One day I'll see my mom again. One day I'll see my father again. One day I'll be able to talk to Jacob, and he'll be completely fine. But for now, all they want is for me to be happy and live my life the best that I can. And that's what I want to do. Hasta que Diosito diga, hasta que Diosito venga por mí, I'm going to keep doing what I love to do, which is music. And I'm hoping that each and every single one of you will go out and support our little contribution to music, which is the latest album, Su Legado, 1938. Look, I want to show you the cover. Can you put the cover of the album? This is the cover of the album right here. Right there. That's, if you take a really close look at it on the corner, that day right there, Bumper, that was my birthday. It's such a meaningful picture to me. My mom was praying for me, and it was my birthday. And we were on the Casate Conmigo tour, and that was at the Bird Ogden Arena, and it was my birthday. And blue was her favorite color. And that dress that she's wearing right there, I learned, here's a story for you that nobody knows. When my sisters decide to pick what my mom's gonna wear, what they're gonna have her wear to put her in the casket, where they're gonna put her in the casket, they say, well, let's put her in the blue dress. And then my sister tells me, like a day later after they've already done it, she goes, man, she looks so beautiful, because they had already put her in the casket, right? And they said, "Man," she goes, "Mom looks so beautiful. I didn't want to go see." And she goes, and she got that blue dress. And they said, "But why would she always wear it?" She goes, "What?" She goes, "You don't know?" And I said, "No." She goes, "That's the dress you wore for the music video, Mama." I said, "It is?" And then I started thinking about all the years, those 12, 14 years that my life went by. Bumper, she would always wear that same dress to all the shows because she wanted people to... She wanted to quietly, silently let people know,
I'm Turner's mom.
That's me.
That's awesome, bro.
I said, "Please give me back the dress." They changed her outfit. I have her dress in a big frame with her pad. And man,
She got to wear it one more time.
yeah,
Got it.
she got to wear it, but I stayed with it, and then it means that much more. You cannot buy this from me. I'm the richest guy in the world still with that. That dress, you might have bought it probably like at a flea market or somewhere, or it was used or something. But that dress is worth millions to me. Just like my songs are. And that's going with me to the day I die. Thank you guys.
Wow, man.
I'm sorry.
Wow, no.
I'm sorry. I tried. I said I was gonna cry. I wasn't gonna cry.
Jess.
It's just so hard, bro. It's so hard. And I promise you, man, that this is not me all the time. It's just that this is as real as I can get. This is as I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's all I can say. I love you guys, and I promise that I'm gonna be stronger. And I don't want you to think that I'm living in depression. It's just that remembering hurts, but a part of me hurting is part of me loving. And thank you. Thank you for this interview. Thank you for watching. And thank you for listening. I know you're gonna go out there and listen to that album. Oh wait, let me tell you one more story.
Before you go into the story,
no, it's because
you can't leave me as a liar, because that's one thing I don't lie.
Okay.
Earlier I said Jesse's coming with the guitar. The guitar didn't come, but after your story, if we can just end the show, because you know what, man, tonight the vibe. I always talk about the vibe. The vibe was very
intimate,
bro, and real, right? Sometimes it's funny and it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's real. Sometimes we need to hear stuff like this.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think people need to hear, like, why does Jesse, why is he always talking about, dude, because people have different relationships with their loved ones. You know what I mean? And who are we to say how you felt about your mom? We're nobody. I don't give a shit who you are. We're nobody to say what however relationship you have with anybody, right?
Yeah.
And I think this was important, Jess. And for you to come and hang out with me and Eddie at the end of a radio tour, 2 or 3 weeks that you guys been doing this, man. And the fact that you're like, you know what, Bob, let's do it on Friday, bro. Let's do it. That means a lot to us, man.
No, thank you, brother.
And where I was saying was, like, if we could end the show with Mama, maybe on the guitar, if you can get through it.
Yeah, I will. But I wanted to show you something.
Uh-oh.
Because I always do something different, right? So last year was crazy because in, I don't know, maybe about May of last year, Wences Romo came to my house, and he was so adamant, he was so terco that he wanted me to write songs. I'm like, no vengas. It's like, I went by, I'm like, no vengas. I don't feel like, I don't want to write anything. And I was stuck in this, like, I don't want to write. I just, no traigo ganas. Bro, me and him sat down and we wrote 9 songs. Bro, I'm about to give you an exclusive. If you can just stay with me, this is a complete exclusive for you. I haven't said this before. This is the first time I'm going to say it. I was, what was I saying? I'm just joking.
I was like, damn, dog.
Hold on, give me a second. Se me cayó esto con.
Hey, and real quick, while he's fixing himself up, I want to let you guys know. You know, if you watch older episodes of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, we used to have like headphones. Like a lot of podcasts use headphones. And one of the first times we had Turner here, he left and he texted me. He's like, hey, bro, I need your address. I'm sending you something, right? And me and Eddie got a little box and he sent us a bunch of in-ears because it looks cleaner. It sounds better for us. So thank you, Jess, for doing that for us, man.
You're welcome, man. Okay, where was I?
You were going to surprise us with something an exclusive.
Yeah. So I was talking about the songs. So me and Wences wrote about 8 or I think it was 10 songs. And prior to this, I don't know if you remember asking me or me telling you in a previous interview, but if you look it up, because it's in the history of other podcasts, or it's in the history of Jesse Turner or Signal, that I've always said I was only able to write 8 songs. Therefore, I put them on the first album. I was only able to write 7 songs. Therefore, they're on the second album, Por Amor. On the third album, there was never more than 10 songs. There was always 7 or 8 was the most songs that I would ever write, and that's all I would write for the year. That's all I would write, because I'm not. ¿Cómo te puedo decir? The songs don't just. I can't just magically make songs happen. I have to actually be going through something, and I have to be able to feel something. But when Wences gets to my house, y vamos a escribir canciones. I'm like, all right, well, let's go for it. Bumper, I told you my grandma's song was number what? Do you remember? Her song was number 46. My mom's last song, Me Haces Falta Tú, was number 47, and I stopped writing. I completely stopped writing. Mind you, I'm also 47 years old last year. Coincidence? I had never written 46 songs. I had never written 30 in a year. I wrote 47 songs in a period of 4 months. It's just for you to think. This is the actual notebook that I write in. If you look here and you turn the page, the very first song, what does it say?
Se rompió.
See that? It's right there. Se rompió. That's the very first song that I wrote last year. And when I go through it, Si Me Ves Cantando, this one hasn't been out yet. This one hasn't been out yet. Look who I wrote this song for. What does it say there?
The Jay Pettis song.
The Jay Pettis song. I actually wrote a song for Jay Pettis. You can go look for it on Spotify. It's called the Jay Pettis song. And it's him singing it. I sang it for him, and he was like, I love it. There you go, Jay. Not only was I writing for me, I was writing for my friends. Songs that haven't come out yet. Songs that haven't come out yet. Songs that haven't come out yet. The song for my friend. It's on the album. Mentirosa. More songs. A song that I wrote with Yayo. Actually, this song I haven't even showed it to him. It's a song for David Lee. And then there's this one. This is how I write. This is how I really, really write. It looks something like this. What is this? Can you see what it says up there in the corner? No, it's M-A...
M-A-S? Mas.
Yeah. This song right here is the very first song on the new album. I started writing a song for the Iconics, Mike and the Iconics. And there was so many things going into my head because I had previously talked to Isaac, and he had talked to me about the loss of his mom. And I wanted to write something for Mike, but for Jimmy Gonzalez. What does it say over here?
Jimmy G, Mike Gonzalez and the Iconics.
Yeah. But when you go back over here, I wrote the first part for Jimmy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to play it right, the right structures, right? I wanted to capture that vibe of the old. I don't like to even say the name because I'm so scared. I mean that with all the love of the world. But when Joe and Jimmy were together, like I tried to capture that. I wanted to capture that first intro, right? Te extraño. A veces sueño contigo. Te extraño. Los días son tan largos y sé que te necesito. I was thinking about Jimmy. And it says, Te extraño, I miss you. And sometimes I dream about you. Te extraño, I miss you. And I can only imagine what Mike goes through, having to listen to his dad's voice all the time. Te extraño, a veces sueño contigo. Te extraño. Los días son tan largos y sé que te necesito. The days are so long, and I know that I need you, but I still have to keep going. All of a sudden, I find myself writing the next part for my son. Recuerdos que se quedaron grabados aquí en mi alma. Puedo escuchar tu voz, puedo escuchar nuestra canción. Both for my son and Jimmy. We recorded so many songs. We made albums. We made memories. Recuerdos que se quedaron grabados aquí en mi alma. I could hear my son. Puedo escuchar tu voz. Mike can hear his dad, and I can hear my son. Puedo escuchar tu voz, puedo escuchar nuestra canción. Lo único que pido es que mandes una señal. The only thing that I ask is for you to send me a signal. Y tener tranquilo mi corazón. I just want a sign so I can have peace in my heart. And then the next part, I didn't realize, but I ended up later on. It was for Mike, for Jimmy, for my son, but it was my mom speaking. No lloro por ti, porque me enseñaste que la vida muchas veces es así. No lloro más por ti. No lloro por ti, porque me mostraste que la vida muchas veces es así. No lloro más por ti, lloro más por mí. 3 souls, 3 people, and 1 song. Te extraño. The very first song, right off the gate. People would never know that unless I tell you.
Bro, I'm over here like, both me and I'm watching Eddie's expressions too. I'm like, that's crazy, bro. That
It is.
I mean, a coincidence that you're helping Mike out, but then it comes back to you.
And then,
you know what I mean? It goes
and
and then it goes back to Jimmy. And
yeah, and the words of my mom dice la canción. No lloro por ti, porque me enseñaste ser fuerte, ser valiente y ser feliz. My mom taught me how to be strong, how to be, ser valiente y ser feliz. I'm not crying for you. I'm crying for me because I miss you. I'm crying for all the memories. I'm crying because I miss you. So I told Mike, I can't give you this song. He goes, why, brother? What happened? Saludos para Mike and Isaac
Mike.
and everybody.
Yeah.
They're over there in Monterrey.
In Monterrey, that's right.
What happened? I got good news. I got bad news. I said, which one do you want first? I go, I can't give you the song that I wrote for you and your daddy here. But just in a matter of days, later on, I wrote this song. Right?
Exclusive right here on Pumpers
Si te
Wacky
digo,
Wednesday.
si te digo, what key is it in? Si te digo, I forgot my own song. Si te digo, no, I can't remember it. Si te digo que me gustas demasiado y siento que tenerte aquí a mi lado. Si traes mi corazón enamorado y yo sueño con tenerte aquí a mi lado. Más. Wait, I forgot it. I haven't played it in so long. Más. Quiero. A ver, ¿dónde está la palabra? Más te vas a enamorar, más de lo que tú me voy a amar y más por ti. Siempre te cuidaré, siempre te voy a querer. Okay, fine, I found it. Si te digo que me gustas demasiado y que sueño con tenerte aquí a mi lado, tú ya traes mi corazón enamorado, y yo sueño con tenerte aquí a mi lado. Más te vas a enamorar, voy, más de lo que tú con lo que yo te voy a amar y más por ti. Siempre te cuidaré, siempre te voy a querer, siempre te cuidaré. Dame una oportunidad, yo te voy a demostrar que mi amor es de verdad. This is real life.
Man,
40. What's the date on there, bro?
July 2025.
July
1st.
Before my mom passed. You go through it. Here's the correct one. I should have read this one. That's why I was having a hard time, because I scribble and I draw, and I'm weird like that. But it's me. I like to draw whatever I'm seeing in my head to remind me of, like, oh, this is why you went there, right? Más por ti.
Well, yeah, because the way you did this interview, I don't know how you write songs, though.
Yeah, you see, te extraños.
You forget.
Te extraños over here. There it is. This one right here, it's called Yo Quiero
Más de ti.
I haven't even given, but look who it's for.
David Lee Garza y los musicales.
But I haven't even given it to him. But I know he's gonna record it, because I know in my heart I feel he's gonna love it. But this is way back then. Elida had a single and it was called
Tonto a mi lado. Yeah.
Flores y Canciones on the brand new album. The song talks about a relationship, but when I think about, it's hard to go see my mom where her resting area is, right? Which is at the cemetery. But even though the song says this, what do I take her? Flores y canciones, flowers and songs, right? And you go through it, and it's just like
that book's worth millions of dollars.
It's worth everything to me. I remember. You remember Roland had his brother. His brother.
Oh yeah,
He lost his daughter Sophia. I wrote this song. She's part of my songs. There's a song that I wrote for Sophia, and I sang it at her funeral. These are things that haven't even come out yet. I was talking to David Farias one night, and he was telling me about his what he was going through over the loss of his wife, and I wrote down all the important things. They met when they were 13 years. They would talk on the phone day and night. Music for them was therapy. That he misses her, he loves her, and I was just listening to him. I'm just listening to him, and that he said that he'll always be a better person, and she fought the great battle. Mi mejor amiga, mi esposa. What is the title of the song? Or what does it say up there?
Rebecca Farias.
Rebecca Farias. There's a song for Rebecca Farias. Look at all this drawing and all this craziness, right? And
Jesse, you don't read music, right?
I don't read music. I read my heart. So he goes, I want a song like Flores y Canciones. So I wrote him this one. It's nonstop. I'm going faster. Y todo pa' qué off the Brownie album, and then came Vuela Madrecita. When I was in Monterrey, I felt bad still that I didn't give him a ranchera to Mike and the Iconics. So, what does it say up there?
Tu fuiste mi voz.
Which is a song on, do you know whose album? On Mike and the Iconics.
Yeah, that's on Mike's album.
And I'm in, where am I at in that day?
August 7th.
And where am I?
San Luis Potosí, and your grandma was being buried that day.
I mean, it's...
That's wild, bro. That's wild, man.
Vuela Madrecita, the final one. Because I tore off pages from here, just so you know. And...
Dang, Jess, that's a lot of songs, bro.
Yeah, I mean, if you've been watching, I mean, it's... Here's Padilla's song, Docencia. And then begins the new stuff that I started writing. Songs that haven't even come out. And you're right. I'm very careful about this notebook. It might not be worth anything to anybody, but these are my thoughts, these are my feelings that one day will continue to be songs. And these songs are not only a blessing for me, they're also a blessing for others. I'm laughing because what I'm about to show you. Look, I want you to just hear this. A ver, where is it?
You're right back there, Eddie?
Yeah, wait. Listen, where is it? Come on, come on, where's it?
Whenever you want to find something, you can never find it.
No, I have it here. Where is it? Come on, guys. Here it is. Right? So in here is also this.
Cuando escucho tu sonrisa, me enloquece el corazón. El calor de tu mirada es mi cumbia, mi razón. Tus caricias me provocan, tus pasitos son pasión.
Right? Not only does it become a blessing for me, right? But I'm able to turn around and give it to the people that I looked up to the people that I told you I would go see, and I freak out. I freak out when I get on here and I hear. One of my accordion heroes, David Lee Garza, los musicales. And you just heard me with the guitar.
Cuando escucho tu sonrisa, me enloquece el corazón. El calor de tu mirada es mi cumbia, mi razón.
Right?
And that came out of your head, bro.
It came out of my head and it came out of my heart. You know, and it's so crazy, bro, like to now be able to go on here and it's just
ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are just like these are the things that I love. Like these, you're never gonna be able to see this anywhere else.
I said I have to write a song that talks about him. His voice is just, I'll give you all my love. Whenever you want. All you gotta do is call. Man, I have what you want. Huh? I love this part. Listen to it. Wait. I did this. And I said, because he's the voice in the middle of the song, we have to give him a vocal break. And Mariano was like, what do you mean? Yeah, like a vocal solo. And then so here's Jay. I love it when he does this. Right here. Bump.
That was awesome,
Hey,
bro.
dude,
that was awesome, man.
All my friends, all my heroes. I mean, ¿qué más le puedo pedir a la vida? You know, ¿qué más? What could I ask for? Y todo por las bendiciones de mi madre. All from the prayers of my mom, and I know she keeps blessing me, and I'm thankful. And you asked me, like, yeah, I'm able to get through it. I'm able to get through it every night.
Before you do, I'm going to put you on the spot. Because this is what I do. I've had Jesse Turner. I think this is like their third or fourth time. I've had him here, and he's, again, one of the artists who at first, like, kind of just trying to figure me out. And one guy that's just been behind me and has accepted what me and Eddie are trying to do. And I greatly, greatly appreciate that. One of my ultimate shows would be, and I know you see me do with Mike. I've done it with a lot of bands.
Mm-hmm.
The whole band, Mike, everybody, everything's mic'd up, everything's ran.
Mm-hmm.
We set the cameras up. I would absolutely love to have all of Signal with stools, chilling. Nobody's rushing through songs.
Mm-hmm.
We talk like this. We talk about a song, and you go through. You jam the song. Talk about a song. We do like 3 or 4 songs.
You know what? Let's do it. We'll do it, and we'll do puros covers.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
No, puros covers de Signo.
No, bro. I think people. Honestly, I think people would. It would be a show of all shows, bro, to people to see you like in it, because we love to see you by yourself, of course, but to be able to see the whole band, bro, and to maybe take a few questions with the rest of the band.
We've done it, bro. We've done it. I know you know what Zagat is.
Zagat. Yeah,
we've done it.
Sure.
We've done it with Zagat in Mexico. There's no reason why we can't do it here. Let me just.
That's what I'm talking about.
I even take it a step. I'll take it a step further and do exactly what Lucky did, which is we'll do it at Freddie Records.
Hell yeah.
We'll get the best quality sound and we'll do it live and let's just figure out when we can do it.
Okay.
But we'll definitely that'll be the next time that you see me with Bumper. It'll be either be at Freddie Records or in a studio somewhere. It'll be somewhere meaningful as well.
Hell yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you I think this is the longest Wacky Wednesday we've done.
For sure.
But aquí les va para todos ustedes, para nuestras madres hermosas, para mi madre que está en el cielo, mi abuelita. Gracias, mamá, por mandarme tus bendiciones. Gracias por esta bonita noche. Gracias por estar conmigo en cada momento. Gracias por hablar dentro de mi corazón y puedo escuchar tu voz. Gracias por todo. Gracias por dejarme tener buenos amigos. Y gracias por mi familia, por mis hermanas. Gracias por todo. Para nuestras madres, las que están presentes y las que están allá en el cielo. This is for you. Mamá, gracias por todos los besos por la mañana, por todos los sana colita de rana. Hoy cumplo 15 años, te amo tanto, tu pedacito de pan tostado. Mamá, hoy me di cuenta que el amor se convierte en dolor. Y aunque ella no me quiera, tú me vas a querer. Hoy cumplo 15 años, te amo tanto, gracias por ser mi amiga. Mamá, encontré a la mujer que siempre había anhelado. Hoy me caso, pero nunca miré de tu lado, aunque no duerma en casa. Sé que me vas a dar tu bendición, madre, y eres todo en mi vida, te amo con toda el alma. Mi regalo del cielo eres tú, tan hermosa. Que Dios te cuide y te bendiga siempre. Madre, te amo con toda la fuerza que hay en mi vida. Mi razón para luchar todos los días. Desde lo más profundo de mi corazón, gracias. Tu pedacito de pan tostado. Mamá, desde hoy no sé qué voy a hacer sin ti. Sé que estás en el cielo y que algún día te volveré a ver. Aquí te extrañaré, te amo. Tu pedacito de pan tostado. Oh.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jesse. We greatly appreciate you, man. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys go out there and download the brand new album que se llama
Su Legado 1938, Her Legacy 1938. Please, just go out and listen to it. Just give it a chance. And I hope that it brings you many great, beautiful feelings, like it brings me peace and comfort. And at the end of the show, guess what? I'm smiling. I'm smiling for you. I'm smiling for my family. Smiling for all the great things. Bump. Muchísimas gracias, carnalito.
Thank you, man.
Love you, man.
Thank you. Love you too, brother. All right, man. We'll see you guys next week. We're going to be live. We'll check you guys out. Go Spurs, go.
Go Spurs, go. We
We're
better
out.
win, bro.
We're going to win, even though you missed all the shots.
You know what? Let's go to the back and do another shot right now. Give me 3 more shots. I don't know.
Y no me di cuenta cuando te perdí que fracasó, pues se rompió mi corazón, se rompió mi corazón.